rally in Pensacola, Florida. So we are on right now at 8:30 Central Standard Time. The president is currently winding down the speech. He's at the latter part of his speech, about to wind down here. So that's why we're on. We're going to discuss that later on. But for right now, I'd like to remind everybody this is episode number 516, episode number 516 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to ask everybody, please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live, and we're typically live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, folks, all right? Follow me on Gab, and if you don't have a Gab account, well, by God, it's the last bastion of is the name to follow, all right, folks? All right, now, hopefully everybody's out there, they are now tuning in. The president has finished his speech. I definitely want to say I was energized by seeing this speech. I definitely needed to see this man. It reminded me of the spirit of 2016, folks, and if you don't remember or you weren't with us at the time when we were broadcasting, I would strongly advise you to please go back to the archive, blogtalkradio.com/ghost, all right, and go back to those times of 2016. By God, that spirit will... I mean, it's just something that can never be replicated. But we may have to replicate it because, as the president alluded to in the speech, he basically called out the evil that's within Washington, D.C. And if you've been listening to this broadcast, folks, you know that's what I've been calling out. So anyway, I don't want to get into the political stuff here in the financial hour. We're going to get into crypto and stock talk here in just a second. I do want to talk about what we're going to discuss here in the second hour. We're obviously going to talk about Trump's speech at the rally in Pensacola, Florida. We're going to talk a little bit about the Roy Moore situation. He officially endorsed Roy Moore at the Pensacola, Florida rally. We're also going to talk about this conspiracy theory pertaining to the president's health. And I don't know if you didn't see the speech tonight. He looked sharp as ever. He had energy. It was a very long speech, vigor, high energy, as he would say. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going to happen after the tax cuts. And as the president alluded to in the speech, welfare reform, baby! Oh, man, this is great, man. If you go back in the archive, folks, I've been advocating everything that the president has been passing into law for the past 10 years. And every one of my episodes is time-dated and stamped. That's why I keep telling people to go back in the archive at blogtalkradio.com/ghost and just listen, baby. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. It's uncanny. It's almost as if I'm living in a dream here. Thank God Donald Trump's my shooting, folks, that I posted about on my Gab. If you did not see that posting of a graphic video showing a young man by the name of Daniel Shaver being shot to death by an officer who was obviously being power-hungry and abusive. And it was look, I don't want to describe the scene. It's very bizarre. This kid was begging and pleading for his life before the officer decided to shoot this young man, killed him. And this officer by the name of, what the hell is this idiot's name? His name is Philip Mitch Brailsford, all right, Brailsford. Philip Mitch Brailsford was acquitted for this young man's murder, even though, in my opinion, that video, you couldn't get any more obvious of murder than that, in my opinion, man. We're going to talk about that. And in the third hour, when we start discussing a little bit about foreign policy, we're going to discuss the triggering of the Middle East because Trump recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. And then we're going to get technical about Brexit, baby. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm reading the UK media, for Christ's sake. I mean, it depends on what you read. But for the most part, you're hearing a lot of, oh, there she is, Theresa May. She's able, at the final hour, to be able to negotiate a Brexit deal. We're going to get technical about that damn deal in Brexit. And we're also going to talk about how China shot down a spy drone that was from India recently. So that kind of puts a question mark on the supposed weird alliance that was developed between the two countries post-BRICS summit. And if we have enough time, folks, I wanted to get into this survey, I think, that was conducted, in which millennials, all right, a quarter of them that were surveyed, would replace a human lover with an actual robot, with a droid. Yeah. Okay? And then people have been, I don't know what the hell everybody's problem is. People have been gabbing at me. I'm some kind of a bad guy or something because I haven't said anything about the California fires. Well, I'll say something about the California fires at the end of the show, all right? That's what and you'll just wait for that. And then, of course, Radiol Graffiti. But now, this is his speech. And now that I have done the rundown of what we're going to do today on this broadcast, or I should say this evening, it's a Baller Friday. Baller Friday! Late evening show. Let's go ahead and talk about crypto, baby. How about that? Hey, what did I tell you guys that was going to happen once Bitcoin contracted? I said that all that money is going to go right in the altcoin market, and it was a good buying time towards the contraction. You know, we had a contraction in the altcoins. You all felt it. Then you saw Bitcoin go up to $19,000. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Let me get into a little bit of a soliloquy about Bitcoin here for a second. You know, we're approaching $20,000, $25,000 feasibly. And the reason I'm suggesting this is because this Sunday, folks, Bitcoin futures will start to be a financial instrument in Wall Street. So these are actual Wall Street instruments now. You can buy futures relating and correlated to Bitcoin, short or buying into the price kind of thing. So it's going into the legitimate realm of investment. Now, with that being said, folks, Bitcoin at this point, the amount of money that is going into this particular coin is just unsustainable at this point in time. Now, let me explain why. We're getting this over-speculation in Bitcoin because it's at the top of mind when anyone's asked about cryptocurrency. It's on the top of the mind. Bitcoin. It's what everybody says when you ask about cryptocurrency, right? So that's why when you hear about people getting into cryptocurrency, the first cryptocurrency they purchase is Bitcoin, right? But in my personal view, I think that this is just unsustainable at this point. When we start getting to prices like $20,000, $25,000, for Christ's sake, I mean, how is this going to be sustainable? Because lest we forget, Bitcoin and the application for its blockchain is nothing more than a cryptocurrency application, meaning this cryptocurrency, all right, needs to be used as a means of exchanging goods and services. This blockchain isn't integrated in any other applications. I mean, its sole purpose is it's currency. All right? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, that's why Steam, I don't know if y'all are gamers out there, Steam recently, I read here, that it took Bitcoin off as a coin in which it accepts for its goods and services. And why? Because it went up to 19,000, and then once it hit the 19,000 point, it went down to 15,000, and it's been stabilizing at 15,000, 16,000 ever since. Now, those are big, steep drops. And because the damn price in United States dollars is so high, this is just unsustainable. And I personally believe that this is the beginning of the end of Bitcoin, and in my personal view, I don't like where this is headed. And that's why I keep telling everybody, you know, ride this gravy train while you can, but make sure to put your money in a cryptocurrency that you have as a long-term investment that won't get hit by a major contraction. Because the higher Bitcoin goes, okay, just listen, because I personally believe it'll get to 25,000, 30,000. And as ridiculous as that sounds, the reason I'm saying this is because of this. Obviously, it's at the top of mind with everyone who is asked about cryptocurrency, right? But secondly, lest we forget that these Wall Street guys, they've gotten in on this at the time that yours truly was starting to introduce cryptocurrency coverage on this broadcast. And remember, folks, that was just this year. That was cryptocurrency coverage started around April, May, somewhere around that time of this year. And back then, Bitcoin was only $1,200 a coin. Back then, Ethereum was at about $40. We had Dash Coin at about 60. We had, Litecoin, and we're talking about Litecoin later. It was at about $12. And you see, what I'm surmising here is that Wall Street is possibly behind the pump on Bitcoin. And the reason I'm saying this is because now that this unregulated market of cryptocurrency has crossed into the regulated realms of Wall Street, it behooves the Wall Street guys to pump Bitcoin so that, first of all, they're going to sell these futures and make a coin off of selling these sons of bitches to investors because it's an investment tool. It's an investment instrument. So they're going to pump this damn thing to about 20, 25, 30,000 so that they can sell these futures. But I have a hunch, and this is why I'm suggesting this, is that they're going to purposely cash out of Bitcoin. And if it drops from $30,000 to anywhere from, who knows, $5,000, $2,000, $700, who knows? Just imagine all the people that were holding the bag at $30,000, $29,000, $28,000, all the way down to whatever the value would be after the sell-off. There's going to be a lot of pissed off people. And you know, people, when they lose their money, they want to blame other people. They want to blame someone else. You understand? And this, in my personal view, is a segue into cryptocurrency regulation. And the reason I'm suggesting this, folks, is because, you know, that's going to be a lot of money lost once people lose out from buying Bitcoins at $30,000, $20,000 a Bitcoin. Sons of bitches. Because believe me, they're in the market. All right? These Wall Street guys are in this market. And when they pull the rug under everybody on this Bitcoin price, and Bitcoin goes from a potential 30,000 more and then crashes down to about 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, wherever that bottom is, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people, and as a result, they're going to start crying foul. And where do they go when they start crying foul? They go to the government. They go to the feds, and they're like, I got ripped off all this money. It's not fair. Meanwhile, who was the one that concocted this whole scheme? The Wall Street guys, man. They're experts at doing shit like this. Excuse my French. And I can see this as clear as day. So, in my opinion, folks, I think that's where we're headed. Bitcoin is now being sold as a futures. That is a regulated instrument by the SEC. And let me tell you, you want to know what? You want to know why Wall Street is so regulated, folks? I'm going to be honest with you. You want to know why? To keep you out of it. To keep individuals like yourself, individual workers, people that want to invest on their own. That's why it's all regulated. Because you have to know all these regulations to partake in it, and the only way you're going to know all these regulations is if you have somebody whose job it is to focus on whatever the hell the regulations are. Believe it or not, each and every one of these firms in Wall Street, they got a whole goddamn subdivision about analyzing the damn new rules that are passed all the time. So, in my personal view, folks, I caution people as it pertains to Bitcoin, because let's get back to the cryptocurrency component of this, which is the only element of this crypto. Bitcoin is a currency. For a reason I like quantum so much, just to use it as an example, quantum, not only are they a cryptocurrency, but they recreated the token, and they've redesigned the smart contract, which is the basis of Ethereum. And I think they've done a hell of a lot better job of that. Moreover, they plan on integrating their cryptocurrency application with other blockchain-based applications that they're building. Another example, I brought up Funfair, symbol FUN. Now, right now, it's at the beginning phase. I'm talking about Funfair. What is, it's a cryptocurrency that is going to be based off of online casino gaming that is based upon blockchain technology, meaning that instead of like the current casino gaming model, you have to go and log on and get an account with some online casino that's typically ran by some, with all due respect, corrupt Indians somewhere in the world. I hate to say it. All right, I hate to say it, but I mean, that's the truth. Man, when you game online, there's a house when you game online that has a vested interest in making sure you lose all your money. And there's no true chance in the casino gaming. That's why when you go to Vegas and you feel like you've been cheated in Vegas, you can go to the Las Vegas Gaming Commission and file a complaint, and they'll do an investigation on whether or not there was any kind of nefarious activity related to your gaming. Because the whole reason why you're gambling is it's supposed to be a game of chance. You know? Back to Funfair, what they're going to do is they've already built the cryptocurrency component of their blockchain. They've got a cryptocurrency blockchain. FUN is the symbol. They're going to integrate that cryptocurrency component with a smart contract-based casino gaming type of technology. Meaning, casino, based upon smart contract technology, eliminate the middleman or the house. It becomes its own autonomous type of online casino gaming. And that's why I'm suggesting to you all that this is what you should be investing in. I'm not talking about Funfair. You can invest in it all you want to. These types of cryptos not only are building a crypto, a currency component. You need something that's going to build the currency and be used to some capacity and be integrated to other applications, other blockchain applications. This is really where the money's going to be at. This is where the next wealth is going to be generated in crypto. Now, back to Bitcoin, the only reason I brought up quantum and Funfair is because these particular cryptocurrencies are going beyond the component of just they're into their blockchain applications. And that's what you have to look for. You have to read about these things. You got to know about them. And not to mention, you want to move with the market so that you can gain some liquidity as well. But for long-term investment, that's what I'm advising everybody that's listening in. You want something that's not only a currency, but that can be integrated to a future blockchain technology. Now, let me go ahead and continue with Bitcoin. Once again, these guys are in the market in Wall Street, and I believe that they're going to force regulation on cryptocurrency. That's why, and look, Bitcoin futures go on sale this Sunday on Wall Street. I mean, you as an investor right now, you could probably go to your broker and say, hey, look, I want to invest in some Bitcoin futures. You can do that as of this Sunday. And I'm telling you, these guys are going to run up this damn price to about 25, 30,000, all right, maybe a little more, and then they're going to purposely crash it because they're going to cash out, of course. And that's the whole purpose of it. That's why you want to run it up that way. You're going to cash out. And then when they cash out, everyone else is going to cash out because these people in Wall Street know how the reactionary type of mindset that the investment community in cryptocurrency has. They see any kind of red, they're out. I mean, that's why you see these contractions in the market that are like 30%, 25% on a given day. Because the majority of the investors in this investment community are, like I said, a bunch of dorks, geeks, computer nerds, and that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm doing this show. That's why I'm actually doing this financial hour. I'm trying to enlighten you folks so that you have the same mental capacity and the capitalist prowess that Wall Street has. So beware of Bitcoin, because I think that Bitcoin is going to be the entry point of regulation to cryptocurrency. Because I'm telling you, what happened after Bernie Madoff? Remember Bernie Madoff? Oh, give me your money, and I'm going to give you a return on your money. And all he did was, like, somebody who gave him money, he would just give a little bit of that money to the first person who gave him money. I mean, big Ponzi scheme, man. And because he did that and showed good returns to very influential people, they turned Madoff on to other people's money, and this guy just. This pyramid scheme was just unsustainable, and then at some point all the money was gone, and then these people are like, wait a minute, where's my money? And then regulations came, and that's all this is. That's all this whole cryptocurrency, this Bitcoin futures thing is. I don't like it. I don't like that there's going to be a legitimate SEC-regulated financial instrument related to Bitcoin, and I don't think that these prices on Bitcoin are sustainable. Now, going back to Steam, which is that gaming community, why did they pull Bitcoin off means of exchanging goods and services on that site? Because of the stupid, unsustainable price. I mean, let's say you're selling something for $20, 20 USD, United States dollars. If you paid me yesterday when Bitcoin was $19,000, all right, that $20 now is probably only worth about $16, maybe $15. All right, maybe even less than that. I mean, I'm just doing some, guesstimation math. And this is why it's so unsustainable. And the only component that this damn cryptocurrency on Bitcoin has is a currency. There's nothing else integrated. It's just a currency. There's no future technology. There's nothing. Why do you think these morons are forking this thing all over the place? So once again, man, I'm cautioning people on Bitcoin. Hey, if you want to ride these waves, ride them, but be very careful because, one minute it seems like it's going up. It's like, oh my God, 17, 18,000, 19,000. And then you get greedy, and then all of a sudden some huge crypto whale decides that he wants to sell off a good 1,000 of his Bitcoin at that current price, and then literally drops the price about $1.5 grand, $2 grand within an instant. I mean, believe me, there's a lot of nerds that mined cryptocurrency back in the day, folks. Those Bitcoins are in those guys' hands. The original nerds from 2009, 2010 that mined this garbage, that used it as a means of exchanging goods and services. I mean, they're cashing out. They're cashing out. Anybody who obtained it at any of the other price ranges that it was in the past are cashing out. So that's why I'm saying it's a very volatile coin, and these prices are unsustainable. Anyway, with that being said, I didn't mean to take so long about that soliloquy about Bitcoin, but I hope that it helps you folks that are investing in this stuff realize that maybe this is not, you just got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just got to be careful. and you got to watch it. It's definitely not a long-term investment, not Bitcoin. But, hey, if you can ride these waves and get liquidity, then by God, do it. But be careful, man. Remember, it was 19,000 yesterday, and let's go ahead and take a look at the price today. Bitcoin, symbol BTC, the current market capitalization is $263 billion United States dollar market capitalization. All right? The current circulating supply is 16.7 million in circulation. And that's another thing, folks. Just imagine that, okay? I mean, there's 16.7, almost 16.8 million Bitcoin in circulation right now. And let's just say for the sake of argument that it hits $20,000, all right, and it stabilizes around 20, 25. Why doesn't somebody do the math? $20,000 times 16.8 million. Okay? I mean, that's $263 billion market capitalization. It's not sustainable. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, folks, I mean, this price, that's 15 grand, it would be justified if the circulation of this coin was a lot lower and not mobile, signed, or proof of stake, or something of that capacity, because this is just not sustainable. It's just not, man. Anyway, Bitcoin, in the past 24 hours, it has gone down 4.25%, or excuse me, 4.5% decrease in a 24-hour period. The current price for Bitcoin, symbol BTC, current price, $15,765.70 per Bitcoin. I mean, can you believe this, man? Like I said, when I started covering this past April, if y'all were listening, you can look back in the archive. You don't believe me? This damn thing was $1,200. $1,200. You would have bought one or two of them. You know, you're in the money now. I'd be cashing out, or I'd wait at least till maybe another run on 20,000 and then cash the hell out. And especially now that we have these tax cuts that are coming through, I would strongly advise people to potentially start up some kind of a corporation and cash the damn Bitcoin and cryptocurrency out in their corporation, and then boom, your corporation is already funded with capital. You know what I'm saying? And the tax rates of corporations now under President Trump's tax plan is somewhere in the range of 20 to 21%. So that's I'm just planting seeds. I'm trying to create capitalists here is what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying, folks, okay? All right? Why do you think they call me the badass of business out here? I'm just saying. Anyway, let's go to Bitcoin Cash, one of the hard forked Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash's symbol is BCH. Current market capitalization for Bitcoin Cash is $25 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Bitcoin Cash is 16.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash has gone up, as well as most altcoins out here, because, folks, that's where the money goes. I mean, that is an indicator. When you see a run on Bitcoin, you're going to see a contraction on altcoins, because everybody wants to play the wave. I mean, haven't you noticed that seesaw? All right, when altcoins are high, you know, you want to take the liquidity that you make when they're gaining and then put that liquidity into something that either doesn't move very much or that could potentially be a hedge and gain to a small capacity. And then when you see Bitcoin rising, you put it into Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, when it gains very massively, and the gains, it doesn't last very long. And when you start seeing a contraction after a gain in Bitcoin, you better know that they're going to put the gains that they got in Bitcoin back in the altcoins. So I'm just saying, folks, all right, Bitcoin Cash, in the past 24 hours, it has gone up 11.07%. Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH, current price is $1,496.30 per Bitcoin Cash. And let's get to Litecoin. Let's just go right there. Now, what have I been saying about this coin? What have I been saying? All right, I said that when it was in the $50 to $60 range, $70 range, what did I say? I said we needed to get over that $84 hump so that all the bag holders are cleared out, and then the sky's the limit. Do y'all remember me telling you that? I said it. I'm telling you, making money, baby, that's what I do. Making money is what I do, okay? Take a look at Litecoin, for Christ's sake. Good God. Symbol LTC, current market capitalization for Litecoin, and it's starting to become one of the big boys, baby. Litecoin is slowly creeping up and being one of the big boys. Current market capitalization for Litecoin is $7.2 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Litecoin is 54 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Litecoin has gone up 35.87%. I mean, good God! 35.87% increase in a 24-hour period. The current price for Litecoin, folks. And what did I tell you? The sky's the limit. I told you. Current price, $133.07 per Litecoin. What did I tell you? I'm just saying. I hope you people are making money. I'm telling you, I have to be honest. All this information that I'm giving out here on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and all you do is listen for the Gab and the goddamn Radiol Graffiti, and you're just sitting there, playing with your pecker shaft, being an autistic Asperger moron, thinking that mommy's going to continue to buy you chicken tendies and buy your enemy, all that crap. I mean, you're an idiot. I mean, I'm literally giving people money, man. I mean, literally. Like I told you, my inner circle, folks, everybody knows about my inner circle. I got an inner circle. My inner circle, if they're not worth at least $25,000 in cryptocurrency at this point, then it's their fault. Because I'm telling you, everyone in the inner circle that took what we were doing serious, put money into crypto, bought mining contracts, we had trading strategies. I mean, folks, I'm trying to make money here, and I'm trying to help people make money. And, man, let me tell you, some of these guys are showing off their portfolios in the inner circle, and, man, 100,000, 50,000, 30,000, 80,000. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. And, the bad part about it is that we had to kick out a bunch of people in the inner circle that actually paid money to be there, all right? They paid money to be there only so they could be a bunch of troll idiots,
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
The United States decides that it wants to not make it a legal currency, well, then we'll get the fuck out. How do you like that? How do you like that? See, this is a global currency. I could cash crypto out in anything. You understand? I could go to another country, cash that crypto out in whatever hard currency I want, you moron. You see, that's why you are you and we're capitalists, all right? So keep sitting there flapping your fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard thinking that your life is significant because you spend all 24 hours a day trolling, all right? But meanwhile, we'll be out here, we'll be living lavish, we'll have so much money. Sometimes I just want to I want to prove to people that capitalism is the ultimate freedom. I would buy that person's mother right there. I'm not even joking. That person that was on Gab talking garbage. Yeah, and before cryptocurrency is regulated by the internet. Regulated by the internet. Let me tell you something, man. That's why you are you. And we're capitalists, all right? You're going to be shining our shoes, and I don't want to hear no lip out of you, boy. just get down there and spit shine that shoe, you piece of crap. All right? All right? You're just mad because you just doubted old Ghost over here, and now that you're realizing people got big-ass crypto portfolios listening to Ghost, now you're kicking your wannabe white supremacist National Socialist ass in your dumb, probably a Richard Spencer-loving ass, and you're pissed. You don't be pissed at me. Don't try to troll me there. You go look in that asshole in the mirror. Go look at that piece of waste of stack of shit flesh that's in the mirror. Take a look at that guy. Take a look at that piggish power-bottom fruit bowl in the mirror and ask him why he's such a damn hater of everybody instead of listening and then applying. Stupid moron. That's why you don't spit shine that shoe, boy. Just shut up and spit shine that shoe. Anyway, let's go on. Let's get to Monero, all right? Let's do some more crypto coverage, for Christ's sake. Look, I'm just saying, all these haters that are out here that are hating on cryptocurrency, I'm telling you this right now, all right? If they make it illegal in America, then we go to Australia. We go to Japan. There are countless countries, there's tropical islands, for Christ's sake, begging for crypto investors to come in. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. And people are asking me about inner circle spots. Man, I don't know about that anymore, man. I don't know about that. We'll see, man. All right? We'll just see. Anyway, let's move on. Monero XMR is the cryptocurrency symbol. The current market capitalization for Monero is 4.2 billion market cap, 4.2 billion. And the reason I cover Monero, folks, even though I think that the guy who created this stupid coin is a damn brony, it's a mover, man. It's a major mover, lots of liquidity. When I started covering this, when I came back in episode 501, this goddamn cryptocurrency was at about $90, okay? All right? The current circulating supply for Monero is 15.4 million in circulation. It has contracted very slightly because it's ran tremendously. It's had a tremendous run-up. But it's down today, 0.73% decrease in a 24-hour period. The current price for Monero, symbol XMR, $275.55, baby. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to plant seeds out here. Every crypto that I ever cover on this broadcast, you notice it's money, right? You notice that. I'm just saying, it's money. Making money, it's what I do. It's what I do. Anyway, let me go ahead and get to EOS. What have I been saying about EOS, folks? I caught a piece of this at about the high twos, about 280, and I've been holding it ever since. EOS is the symbol, folks. Folks, I actually traded this about in the summertime. This damn thing was like 25 cents, 50 cents at one time, man. It's sick. But what do I always tell you, folks? Long-term investment reigns supreme. The only reason that we swing in pattern trade is to get liquidity so that we could put it in long-term investment. Remember I said that? Long-term investment reigns supreme. Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world purely on long-term investment. Anyway, EOS, current market capitalization is $2.2 billion market cap. The current circulating supply for EOS is 526 million in circulation. Good God. In the past 24 hours, EOS has gone up 3.24%. Current price for EOS, $4.20 per EOS cryptocurrency. Good God, man. Anyway, let's go to Quantum. Now, the reason I keep plugging Quantum, folks, is because of the technology. They are a new crypto token, meaning that there's going to be new coins that are created based upon the new quantum token, as opposed to the ones that are created with the Ethereum token. For instance, EOS that we just covered prior to quantum, EOS is an Ethereum-based token. Okay? That's an Ethereum-based token. Quantum was an Ethereum-based token that swapped itself into its own token, its own individual blockchain technology. And I don't know if you have seen the Quantum Ignition wallet. It actually has somewhat of a template in which you can input the code. And currently, the Inner Circle and myself are currently trying to mess around with the integrated template of a smart contract in the Quantum Ignition wallet, because you hear a lot about smart contract technology and smart contract technology. I have yet to see one. So that's what we're working on at this point in time, is trying to create a smart contract based upon the Quantum Ignition wallet, because it gives you the template to just kind of, if you knew somebody that was a good coder, you could copy pasta the damn thing into these text blocks and make yourself a smart contract based upon the quantum token, the quantum cryptocurrency. So that's what we're currently doing, and I personally believe, folks, that this is the cryptocurrency that's going to be the Bitcoin of Asia. I would not be surprised to see this at $500 a coin plus. First of all, right now it's big in Korea. And as I stated, folks, I think that the guys that developed Quantum have the inside track with China. Everybody believes it's Neo for some reason. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's Quantum. The guys that, I mean, every time that you hear the head guy from Quantum talk in an interview, he is very confident about him being able to integrate his cryptocurrency and his token on the regulated ICO market in China with Quantum. So, once again, that's the only reason why I suggest this one is a long-term investment. I've got a considerable long-term investment in it. And, you know, once it takes off, the sky's the limit. We need to get past $18 on this one for it to take off. Remember, all these other cryptos that I was telling you about, I mean, Litecoin is at 133 right now. It was at $12 in April. Long-term investment reigns supreme. Anyway, QTUM is the symbol for Quantum. QTUM, current market capitalization is $933 million. The current circulating supply is 73 million in circulation. And by the way, this is a proof-of-stake cryptocurrency. So the algorithm or the blockchain will reward you for how much crypto or how much quantum you own in your Quantum Ignition wallet. So just something to think about. In the past 24 hours, Quantum has gone down 2.45%. And look, you can tell that major crypto swing and pattern traders that trade in like the tens of thousands of crypto coins, like they're just going in and out, tens of thousands. I personally believe that they're using Quantum as a play of day trading. It's always bouncing up and down, 12 and change to 15 and change, 12 and change to 15 and change. And it's because these guys are playing with this crypto, big-time crypto investors. Anyway, current price for Quantum, symbol QTUM, $12.67 per Quantum. Once again, I'm long on Quantum. Let's go ahead and get to Zcash. You all know my feelings on Zcash. I like it. It's at its infancy as it pertains to its mining. There's a low circulation. There's JP Morgan's got some vested interest in Zcash, so we shall see. I personally believe that Zcash could easily hit about where Dash is at this point. Where Dash is. Matter of fact, I forgot to cover Dash. I'll get to Dash in just a second. Zcash, symbol ZEC, the current market capitalization for Zcash is $923 million market capitalization. Now, once again, the current supply, current circulating supply for Zcash, 2.7 million in circulation, almost 2.8. But 2.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Zcash has gone up 6.33%. Current price for Zcash, symbol ZEC, current price, $330.89. $330.89 per Zcash. And once again, I could see that $700-800 easy within the next couple of months. And let's get to Dash, folks. I mean, what have I told you about Dash? I've always liked Dash. And even during contractions, Dash doesn't contract 30% like you see in most coins. It's a stable coin, and not to mention the circulating supply is fairly decent as well. Let's go ahead and cover it because it's taken a big, huge leap. I mean, if you've owned Dash for at least a month, from a month ago today, you'd be up at least $400 on your money, man. And that's per coin. Good God. Anyway, Dash, D-A-S-H, current market capitalization for Dash is $5.7 billion in market capitalization. $5.7 billion in market cap. The current circulating supply for Dash is 7.7 million in circulation. 7.7 million. In the past 24 hours, Dash has gone up 7.59%. Folks, Dash, the current price, $739.93. Folks, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, it was at $300. It was at $300. I'm telling you! I'm trying to tell you where the money's at! But instead, I don't know, you want to play troll games or something. I don't know. Well, that's your problem. That's why you are you and we're capitalists, all right? You're going to be shining our goddamn shoes. So spit shine that goddamn shoe, boy! Spit shine that shoe, boy! Anyway, let me go ahead and talk about SALT, folks. SALT, that's S-A-L-T, is the symbol, S-A-L-T. Now, when I started covering this one, it was at about $2.90, $3 and change. Folks, just listen to this, all right? Current market capitalization for SALT is $388 million in market capitalization. The current circulating supply for SALT is $50.5 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, SALT has gone up 5.98%. Current price for SALT, symbol S-A-L-T, current price, $7.69 per SALT cryptocurrency, all right? I'm just saying. Anyway, we're running out of time here, folks. Let me go ahead and close it up with yours truly. I am the official, well, me and the inner circle, actually, are the official spokespeople for this coin. I'm talking about 42 coin. You know, folks, I know there's a lot of you trolls out here that are like, oh my God, it's a scam, Ghost, it's this pyramid scheming. Let me tell you something, man. Not all you morons are trolls. There's been a lot of people that actually invested in this coin when it was $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 a coin, and they invested in it, and now they're literally rich. I've got people literally gabbing at me saying, man, Ghost, you just made me rich. Look, I'm telling you, this is nothing, all right? What's happening right now on 42 coin is nothing. And as a matter of fact, I'd like for people to stop buying 42 coin because I think that the price is going way too high, too fast. So I would strongly advise people, please stop, because me and the inner circle, we're still trying to acquire the majority of this coin, all right? And, you know, the price is getting unbelievably high, and, you know, you just calm your asses down. All right? All right, it's my coin. It's the inner circle's coin, all right? Anyway, 42 coin, the symbol is 42. Current market capitalization for 42 coin is $2.2 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply is only 42 coins, folks. It's already pre-mined. There are only 42 coins in existence. Now, why do I promote this coin? Not only because I am the spokesperson of this coin, but there is a legitimate reason for crypto investors to invest in this coin, and people are starting to recognize the value. Because during the last contraction, folks, which was yesterday, during the run on Bitcoin, did you see how much Bitcoin ran up? people are listening to Ghost and recognizing that, hey, you know, man, I gotta put my liquidity that I gained in the altcoin market when it was gaining and hedge and put that into 42 coin. All right, that is an investment strategy for 42. There's no, I mean, it's a scarce coin. Secondly, this is a long-term investment, folks. I mean, even if you just want to put some money away and just kind of keep it in your 42 coin wallet, this is another investment. Believe me, this coin is going to go to $1 million plus a coin. And the reason I'm saying that, folks, is because I have the inside track on this coin. Do you understand? I have the inside track on this coin. I know what's going to happen. You understand? As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and repost somebody's. Take a look at the balance of somebody in the inner circle, and this is just on 42 coin. Look at that, $17,000 bucks, and that's just the 42 coin investment. All right, now, that's why I'm saying if you're not worth at least $20,000+ and you're in the inner circle, and you didn't gain it during our time in the inner circle, then you're an idiot. You're an idiot. All right? So, I want to say that the current price for 42 coin right now, $54,189.60 per 42 coin, folks. Now, remember when I've been trying to tell people, hey, this is the coin to get in. All right, and not to mention, it's a good pattern trading play, too. It went as high as 60,000 a day, and then it dropped back down to 54,000. Then it went back up to 58,000. I mean, those are big swings, baby. I mean, this is also a pattern and swing trading play as well. So that's why I'm saying, baby, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I'm trying to lead you to water. It's up to you if you want to drink. Once again, I strongly advise anybody. Well, you know what? Never mind. 42 coin. It's our coin. It's the Inner Circle's coin. Don't buy it. It's already 54,000 for Christ's sake. I want to buy more, man. It's mine. Damn it. Anyway, let me go ahead and transition into some stocks here, folks. And you know, I know we're kind of running short on time. That seems to be the MO because I'm only doing these shows 3 times a week, and there's a lot of information to convey on this broadcast. But we're gonna squeeze through it. We're gonna go through it now. Stock market was great today. Now, why was the stock market great? Because of the economic data that came out today, man. Data that came out is the Make America Great Again economic policy in action, folks. You know that this president has put 2.2 million people back to work. 2.2 million new jobs in America in the past 10 months. President. All right? Lowest unemployment rate in 17 years, since 2000. Okay? You know that Donald Trump, during his 10 months as president, he has created more private sector jobs than Barack Obama's first 4 years as president. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact. I mean, think about that for a second, folks. During the 10 months that President Trump has been president, he's produced more private sector jobs in this country than Barack Obama did his first 4 years in office. That proves to you that Barack Obama was sabotaging our goddamn economy. He was an anti-American piece of trash, and that proves it. With that being said, folks, with all this great economic data coming out, I mean, I got it all right here. I got production notes. All right, got production notes here. Did you know right now under Donald Trump, even though everybody's calling Donald Trump a racist and that, oh, if we elected Donald Trump, the black man is going to be put back in the, I don't know whatever they claim, that there were going to be colored lines again or whatever. Folks, black folk, I got something for you, okay? You continue calling my president a racist? Black home ownership right now, under President Trump, black home ownership is at an all-time high in American history. More black people are owning homes in America than at any other time in American history. I mean, do you understand? This president is making America great again, baby. He's making America great again. And one more, I have to say it, man. I mean, this is a capitalist revolution. Throughout 2016, during the campaign, what did I tell you, folks? This was a capitalist revolution. I mean, you will be in awe, folks. If you go back to the archive, blogtalkradio.com/ghost, go back to some of the early episodes of True Capitalist Radio, go to some of the early episodes of True Conservative Radio, you're going to hear some things that I advocated and that I said that not only has Donald Trump brought into law, he says them verbatim the way I say them. I'm just saying. Love that president, man. I mean, one more stat, one more good economic stat, all right? Mexican unemployment. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. Thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on the breakdown of the markets, of the stock markets, and we get into Gab Shout Outs, I'd like to ask everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The only reason we're up late because we wanted to hear the president, and let me tell you, we're going to talk about that later. What a great speech today in Pensacola, Florida. But every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m., we are live at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on my only social media that I mess around with, and I'm talking about Gab. And if you don't have a Gab by this time, I mean, it's the last bastion of freedom of speech, for Christ's sake, man. You can follow me on Gab under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And I am verified on Gab, folks, all right? I am verified on Gab. Anyway, let me go ahead and do some stock market commodities breakdown, and then we're going to get to Gab Shout-Outs. Folks, once again, before I broke into the second hour, I was suggesting that we're having great economic data that is making everybody in Wall Street feel funny in the pants, and you can't deny this. You can't deny this, man. I mean, Hispanic unemployment at an all-time low in American history, black home ownership at an all-time high in American history, unemployment in general at an all-time low since the year 2000. I mean, we got GDP growth at 3.5% in this last quarter. I mean, we're talking in the quarters of 2018, we're potentially thinking, in my opinion, 5-6% GDP growth. I mean, and if we can obtain that, I think we're going to see a whole new America. We're going to see a whole new America. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the stocks. And as I stated about these stocks, I am bullish for the next 4 quarters plus on anything in the Dow Jones Industrial at this point. Okay? And the reason is because they passed the tax cut. All right? Currently, these corporations are taxed at like 38%. And then they write off from there. These corporations are now going to be taxed at 20 to 21%. So that means that their bottom lines, just based upon the taxes that have been restructured, they're going to have more profits. They're going to, by default, have more profits, and that means they're going to have good earnings. And if they have good earnings, that means stocks go up, baby. Do you understand? And that's why I am bullish on this stock market for the next 4 quarters, baby. You understand? I mean, we are having the Make America Great Again economic policy in full force, and I don't think there's anything stopping it. And the only people that can stop it is the swamp out there in Washington, D.C. So let's get to it. Dow Jones Industrial was up today 117.68 points, a percentage increase of 0.49%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrial at 24,329.16 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. Let's get to the S&P. All right, S&P 500 was also up 14.52 points, a percentage increase of 0.55%, closing out the S&P at 2,651.50 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is up also 27.24 points, a percentage increase of 0.40%, closing out the NASDAQ at 6,840.08 points for the NASDAQ composite. Now, one more, I try to say this as often as I possibly can to everyone that's listening. For you folks that aren't like, oh, I don't know about crypto, I don't know about this, and you want to stick to traditional stocks, I completely understand. What I advise people to do, if you're going to look for stocks, especially the ones that are going to continue to go up in the next 4 quarters, look for a stock that you like in the Dow Jones Industrial. I think the Dow Jones Industrials are going to be secure for the next 4 quarters. They're going to give you gradual growth on your money. And at the same time, I would also advise folks to look for stocks that pay dividends, a high yield dividend, in which every stock that you own, you get money on a quarterly basis, you know? I mean, and let's be honest, that's how Warren Buffett makes his money as well. He buys these blue chip stocks on the low. Remember, his strategy was this, and he's not shy about saying it, that when everybody's leaving the market, that's when you want to go into the market and stay in the market. And Warren Buffett, aside from him buying stocks low, he knows to get high-yield dividend stocks. So aside from the growth of the actual stock price, this guy is getting money per stock every quarter. Now, I know the story a lot, but there's a department store in Texas, a Texas-based department store, at least it was created in Texas, Dillard's. And they're traded publicly in the stock market. And I remember one year when I think it was in 2009, when the Democrats took control of the government, that they were talking about all kinds of taxes and raising taxes on dividends and things of that capacity. Dillard's decided right before Christmas that they were going to pay a $5 dividend for every Dillard stock that you had in your portfolio. So just imagine if you had 1,000 shares of Dillard's, you would have gotten $5 per share that Christmas, because the board decided, hey, let's just go ahead and give our shareholders a big chunk, because next year the dividend taxes are probably going to be up the you-know-what. So that's just an example of high-yield dividend stocks. I strongly advise you guys, if you're a bear investor, high-yield dividend stocks, look at the Dow Jones Industrial. I'm bullish throughout 2018, and you should be able to generously reward yourself, to say the least. And lest we forget, all right, I think it's even safer at this point, instead of putting your money in the bank, to put it in a high-yield dividend stock in the Dow Jones Industrial. Because as I talked about value investing, and I know there's probably people that have heard this 1,000 times, but it bears repeating, value investing is when traditionally you would put $200, $300 a month away in a savings account. I strongly advise you to open up a brokerage account and just put it in whatever stock that you want. Preferably something that pays a dividend, but whatever stock that you want. And then after about a year, 2 years, 3 years, because you get the same amount of money in USD and you put it away in that same stock, that's where the term value investing comes in, because some months it'll be higher, some months it'll be lower. All you're trying to do is acquire it Because once you have a good mass amount of stocks in your portfolio, you're worth something, sir or ma'am. I mean, you know, you can go to a bank and say, hey, bank, check this out. I've been putting my money away for the past 3 years in this freaking stock. It's been paying me dividends, and I've used the dividends to buy more stock. And, you know, I've amassed this massive amount of stock, and I'm worth about 30 or 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand, whatever it is, in stock. How about you give me a loan? How about give me a loan? I'll use this as collateral there, bank. How about that? How about giving me a loan? And they'll take blue chip stocks as collateral, folks. All right? So these are the kind of strategies that you got to think about to make yourself the ultimate capitalist that you want to be. All right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's continue going. I know that I'm going on a lot of soliloquies tonight, and I just saw the president. The president just kind of inspired me, makes me want to continue to spread the word of capitalism and try to create capitalists throughout the world. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to commodities, shall we? Energy. Energy is going up. Let's go ahead and get to WTI sweet crude. It is up 67 cents, a percentage increase of 1.18%, closing out WTI at $57.36 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also up $1.20, a percentage increase of 1.93% increase, closing out Brent crude at $63.40 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline is also up 0.98%. Natural gas is up 0.33%. And what did I tell you about heating oil? What have I told you? It's a yearly play. It's a yearly play. I'm telling you, folks, every year, I play this every year in an ETF capacity and get at least 10% on my money in a month or two's time. All right? And it's a safety play. Remember, you got to diversify your money. You want your money spread out. So when things are dropping on one side of your portfolio, the other side of your portfolio is lifting it up. That's the whole purpose of having a portfolio. And the way I play heating oil is an ETF play, an exchange-traded fund. And for you folks that are unaware of what an exchange-traded fund is, it's a financial instrument that is traded as a stock. It's traded as a stock. And what happens is that you can get yourself an ETF that goes up with the increase in heating oil or in other energy stocks, or you can get an ETF that gives you a higher return if these things go down in price. There are a plethora of different ETFs you can play. As a matter of fact, you may want to go to a brokerage firm that will allow you to trade ETFs without any commissions, believe it. Firms like, I mean, I don't want to say a firm because nobody's paying me for it, but if they allow you to trade ETFs that they sell for free, I mean, you can trade these things all day without having to pay a commission. Now, the reason I say heating oil is because every year you know that Arctic front is going to come in. You know it's going to come in. You know it. And maybe a month and a half. And if it's real cold, which I'm anticipating, folks, it snowed where I'm at out here in Texas yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I hadn't seen snow since 1985, all right? I haven't seen snow in over 30 years, all right? I saw snow yesterday, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? So it's obviously going to be a pretty cold winter. So that means that heating oil could be a little bit more of a yield and profit this year. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get to heating oil. Heating oil is up 1.68%. Remember, we've been seeing nothing but positive numbers coming out of heating oil. It is an annual play, all right? It is an annual play. That play's never late. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Gold, folks, gold is down today because we had a good dollar. We have a good stock market. Everything seems to be good. Not to mention, people are going away from metals and are taking those investments that would traditionally go to these types of commodities, and I think they're putting it in Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin is way more valuable than gold, baby. all right, and cryptocurrency, things of that capacity. So I think that's why we're seeing such low prices in gold. But I think that we're going to see high prices here in the new Make America Great Again economy that's going to happen in 2018, 2019. And I think that's going to encompass people to buy more gold for jewelry. I think we're going to start seeing people with the bling-bling again. I'm not even joking, man. I think that we're headed to that type of badass economy, and I'm optimistic. I am so optimistic. I am so glad that President Trump is my president. The economic numbers today proves that this man knows what he's doing, and everybody who's hating on the man is a piece of crap as far as I'm concerned. You're an anti-American piece of trash if for whatever reason you don't like Trump. If you think he's racist, I just told you earlier, under his tenure, 10 months as president, black folks, there are more black folks that own homes than at any other time in American history. His spandex, all right, the Latins, the Mexicans, lowest unemployment rate for Mexicans in American history. 10 months as president! Telling you, man, what a Trump, man. We got to pray for this man. Anyway, gold, it is down today, $4.70, a percentage decrease of 0.38%, closing out gold at $1,248.40 per troy ounce of gold. And silver, man, I like these silver prices, man. I like these silver prices, baby. All right, I love it. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. Silver is up 2 cents today, a percentage increase of 0.13. Silver is only at $15.80 per troy. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, do people know that we have a finite amount of silver, and that silver is an actual industrial and technological component in many of our devices and appliances and things of that capacity, and there's a finite amount out of silver at some point? I'm just saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and get copper. Copper is up 0.47%, and platinum is down percent. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, folks. We've been seeing a lot of decreases in the agriculture, commodities, livestock. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Corn, and you want to know why that is, folks, is because the dollar is valuable as hell. And when the dollar is valuable, the commodities are going to go down in price. Just traditional economics. Corn, no. Corn is up 0.59%, 1.22%. Rough rice is down 0.54%. Soybean is down 0.23%. Soybean oil, for some reason, is up 0.75%. And canola is down 0.16%. Let's go ahead and get to cocoa. We've been seeing dramatic drops in cocoa for some reason, but we're seeing a little bit of a bounce back today. Cocoa is up 0.37%. Let's get to coffee.
Hey, dude, just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, okay, dude? Just don't talk to me.
Just shut up, you stupid hipster snowflake fruit. And I'd also like to take this time to remind everybody to boycott Starbucks. Boycott Starbucks. Anyway, coffee is down 0.24%. Sugar is down 1.82%. Orange juice is down 0.39%. Cotton is down 0.69%. Lumber is up 0.89%. Rubber is up 0.20%, and ethanol is up 1.06%. Go ahead and get the livestock, baby. These live cattle prices, I'm loving them going down. I'm loving the badass fat porterhouse steaks that I'm buying. I'm loving it, baby. I'm loving it. Live cattle is down 0.32%. Cattle feeder is down 0.75%. And lean hogs, they're up 0.55%. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Oh, man, I hope you're having a good Baller Friday right now. I have stopped drinking, folks, so I am not drinking on this Baller Friday, unfortunately. I do want to drink. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be taking Gab shout-outs here in just a second, and you stupid, dumb trolls are going to make me want to get a drink. Yeah, I am not drinking, folks. I'm trying to clean out a little bit, just to say the least, all right? I'm just saying. So I've got me some high-quality H2O over here, all right? High-quality H2O right there. Anyway, folks, I want to say Happy Baller Friday to the Capitalist Army and to everybody who listens to this broadcast throughout the world. I want to say cheers. I feel so optimistic. We're making America great again, and I'm loving every minute of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs. Hey, engineer, do we have any Gab shout-outs by any chance? All right, well, if you want a Gab shout-out, all you got to do is go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, all right? Go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, and like the post that states, "It's Baller Friday, True Capitalist Radio is now live." If you like the post that states, "It's Baller Friday, True Capitalist Radio is now live," if you like that post, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Are they available? Do we got Gab shout-outs? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs right now. All right, who do we have here? We got more beer, like it's... Shut up, I know what you mean by that, you moron. We got high-quality Russian water sky. What the hell does that mean? Inner Forkle, shut up! Don't make fun of my inner circle, you piece of crap, all right? Who else we got here? We got Jenda Sawyer, General Capitalist, coal for Ghost. I ain't getting no coal, boy. All right? I deserve peace and corn oil with cream of wheat. You know, like 5-day-old cereal and stomach plasma. It makes me want to throw up, man. I'm just getting sick just thinking about throwing up. Good God. Who else do we have here? We've got California Barbecue. We've got, I'm not saying that name. We got the Abominable Albin. Shut up! Shut up! We got DeLorean Jackson. Who else do we have here? We got, I'm not saying that sick name. The Trans Albin. Is that a pair of balls? I know what you trolls mean by that, you piece of crap. Shut up! Shut up! Shut your stupid stinking holes out there, man. I know what you mean by. Give me the mic. I'm serious. Y'all cut that crap out, man. Cut that crap out! Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here? We got Snow-Rusted Ghost's wheelchair. I'm not in a wheelchair. I don't know where you idiots think that I'm in some kind of a goddamn wheelchair or something, boy. You understand? I mean, I wear boots, boy. I'll shove a boot so far up your ass you'll be crapping leather for the next 5 years of your damn life. You come up to me talking garbage, boy. Do you understand me, boy? Huh? We got BN King in the house. Who else? We got Teresa Mayhem. Yeah, no kidding, Teresa Mayhem, for Christ's sake. Franken's grope today, gone tomorrow. That's pretty funny. That's pretty freaking funny, for Christ's sake. Ghost's inner Frankenhole. You son of a... You know what? You assholes are just hating. That's just hater BS, man. You're just hating because you're not a part of the Ghost Inner Circle, man. You know what? And I don't blame you for hating. I don't blame you. You all are just mad that you're not a part of the Inner Circle. I know it. Don't make fun of the Inner Circle, you piece of crap. Give me a minute. Give me the damn. Don't make fun of the inner circle, you piece of garbage. All right, we're going to be crypto millionaires, baby. We're almost there, all right? All right? And when we're crypto millionaires, we want you to get down on your knees and shine that shoe, boy! Spit shine that shoe! Piece of crap. You're giving me millions of hours of sleep? Yeah, you look like an ethnic minority, boy. You know, maybe if you learn something, maybe it'd be something somewhere else instead of selling bean pies on a corner, whatever the hell you think you are. Jesus Christ, who the hell else? Hanging out with August Ames. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Knee guards? You son of a... You son of a bitch! Damn it! I didn't mean to say that! They tricked me to say that! You son of a bitch! You piece of crap, man! How dare you, man? I didn't mean to say that crap! These stupid trolls and their stupid names, man! Damn it! God, tired of you people! I'm tired of you trolls! These idiots! Shut up! It's these idiots with these damn names! I mean to say that crap! God! Man, you son of a bitch. Give me the mic. Man, I didn't mean to say that crap, man. I didn't mean to say that crap, but you see how these assholes on Gab are, man? I'm just trying to make the show a little interactive here, and this is what they're doing! This is what they're doing! Son of a bitch! Hey, wait a minute, did you just make my avatar black now? Did you... Look at my Gab! Look at my Gab! They made my avatar black! Stop it! Stop trying to ruin my Bowler Friday, you pieces of crap! God, man, what's your problem? What is your troll malfunction? What is your problem? I'm tired of this crap. Give me the mic. I'm supposed to continue on and do a show after this crap? Seriously. I'm supposed to do a show after them. Give me a break. And stop. Look, I don't want to drink. All you assholes that are saying, here, have a drink. We know you're thirsty. Look at this. Look at it. Shut up. Stop trying to make me drink, man. I tell you, I really do want to drink, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I really do want to drink. You people that just... I mean, listen, just shut up, man. Just all of y'all shut up. Just shut up. All of you on Gab. Yeah, fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're making me curse. You people are making me, God damn it. You're making me curse. You know what? I'm not doing any more of this. Give me the mic. God damn it. I know what you idiots are doing. I don't appreciate this goddamn crap one bit, man. I try to use this as a means of trying to make the show a little interactive, for Christ's sake, and this is the kind of crap thanks I get. That's perfect. That's great. I'm going to take a couple of more and that's it, all right? Because just all you idiots that are out there that are trying to Gab pick pictures at me and all that crap. Just shove that crap up your cooter. Go shove it up your cooter. We got manhood magic in the house. What's going on? Hey, there's blood fart. What's going on in the blood fart? Lag it back in IC, please. Well, you know what? Lag it out. Yeah, you know what? There's a couple of people that are, that didn't necessarily get kicked out. They just, for whatever reason, we're going to contact you guys this weekend. We'll give you a link to the chat. But remember, don't be trolling. Don't be doing anything. We're going to kick you the hell out, and you're going to be there with your prick in your hand with nothing to show for it there, boy. There's Billy the Belt Boy. We've got Pretty Goy for a soy boy. Pretty Goy for a soy, but shut up! Shut up! We got hashtag boycott Starcucks. We've got the chicken head. Did I drink that? What do you, stop trying to get me to drink, assholes. I'm serious. Stop it. I don't know why you would want me. I don't understand why you would do that crap, man. Why would you do that? I mean, you should be helping me out here, man. You shouldn't be trying to get me to drink. What kind of heartless bastards are you, man? I'm trying to make a concerted effort to stop drinking out here, and you people are trying to get me to drink! You're trying to get me to drink. Fork me, Albin. You know, that's it. That's it. No more Gab Shout Outs, all right? And stop gabbing me goddamn drinks and beers and shit. Stop it. What is this? Fork beer? Fork beer? Are you kidding me? Look, enough of the beer. Enough of the... Wait a minute. Is that a fork bottle opener? Good God! Shut up! Stop it! Look at my goddamn Gab! Look at my Gab! These damn trolls! I'm sick of it! Man, y'all are going to drive me to drink, man. I'm not kidding around. Y'all are going to make me fall off the wagon, man. Y'all are going to make me fall off this wagon. And you know what? No! I'm not going to do it! No! Give me the mic! I'm not going to do it, all right? It's just shut up! Everybody on Gab, just shut up! Shut up with the beard! Shut up! Just please shut up, man. I'm not paying attention to Gab anymore. You people are wanting me to drink, and I'm trying not to drink, man. I'm trying to make a concerted effort not to goddamn drink. Don't you stupid, dumb idiot trolls understand that? I can't take this crap, man. Great, I'm out of water. I'm out of goddamn water. Anyway, look, I got production notes here, right? Got freaking production notes. I'm going to move on. I'm not taking any more Gab shout-outs. You all can go suck an egg, all right? I'm not taking any more Gab shout-outs. Go screw yourselves, all right? I mean, you're gonna get me to drink, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna freaking fall off the wagon for Christ's sake, man. And what the hell is this? What am I looking at Gab, engineer? Did somebody buy a True Capitalist radio mug so that their snake can take a crap in it? I mean, look at my Gab! Look at my Gab! There's a freaking gift of a freaking True Capitalist radio mug that's being used by a snake to take a crap! God! Look at my Gab, for Christ's sake, man! Is that why you bought my mug, you unappreciative piece of crap? God, be kidding kidding me? You gotta be, look! The snake taking a dump in my True Capitalist radio mug! Gee, I'm tired of this crap! I need a drink! I need a freaking drink after all this shit crap! Hold on, give me the mic. I can't deal with this anymore, folks. I'm sorry. I gotta get a drink, man. I gotta get a drink. I'm gonna take a break, folks. I gotta go get a drink. I'm sorry. It's your fault. It's your fault that I'm drinking. It's all you trolls, man. It's all you trolls. Engineer, put on the frickin' broad from Ipanema or something, man. All right, I gotta go get a beer. Are you listening? Yes, sir. Well, then do it. I'll be right back, folks, man. I gotta get a drink. I mean, are y'all looking at this, man? Are you all hearing this, man? This is what you get when you have an internet show, man. Freaking trolls, man. It's just I'll be right back. Take me out of here, engineer. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'll be right back, for Christ's sake.
Guys, can you hear me? Okay, there it goes. What's going on, guys? If you guys can hear me, of course, Ghost is doing a break. First things first, guys, I'm being relay streaming right here at McDonald's. So if you guys are experiencing some in and out of the buffering lags and all that, yeah, I'm using McDonald's Wi-Fi. I mean, you guys can hear me in the background. But I'm still listening to the radio, so I know when Ghost will come back. So when Ghost comes back, I'm going to make a quick call. But I want to say, hey guys, what's going on? Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Brawler Friday. Yes, it's been delayed for very, very late because, of course, of Trump. Well, the Trump rally. So hopefully everybody caught that. And it's an amazing Trump speech, man. Amazing, very amazing. You guys haven't heard it, just go back and just watch that speech, man. The Florida speech he did in Pensacola. Amazing. Oh, he's back. All right, let's get back. 1 second, guys.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Pull it up with some beer, and he'll be back here in a couple of minutes. I'm glad I have the engineer. You know that? I'm glad I have the engineer. Oh, good God. I'm telling you, you freaking trolls, man. How dare you ruin my damn Baller Friday? Well, I'm not paying any more attention to Gab, so all you people on Gab, go screw yourselves, all right? All right, all you people on Gab, go screw yourselves. That's all I'm saying, all right? You go get the hell out of here. All right, let's talk a little bit about Donald Trump, all right? That'll put me in a better mood, all right? Let's talk about Donald Trump. That always puts me in a better mood. Folks, the reason that we are having a later show today is because Donald Trump spoke in Pensacola, Florida, and he came out publicly and said to vote for Roy Moore because we can't afford to have a bunch of bedwetting liberals in the Senate. We can't afford to have liberals anywhere. Let's just put it that way, all right? And not to mention, it was a valiant speech in which he called out the deep state by calling them an evil, sick group of people within Washington, D.C. It was, once again, one of your classic, brilliant Trump speeches that will inspire you. I definitely needed to see that, to say the least, because there was this speculation that Trump may be sick or something of that capacity. They said that during his address when he was announcing the recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital, they suggested that he was slurring his words there at the end. But in my personal opinion, folks, unless we forget that this man is 72 years old, And on top of that, he may have had some dental work that includes some elements of dentures. And if you want my opinion, I think maybe dentures got loose, and he tried to roll with it as his dentures were loose, in my personal opinion. But I want to be completely honest with you. If there is anything happening to Donald Trump, the deep state is the one that's doing it to Trump. And if anything does happen to Trump during this tenure as him being president, we need to hold the damn deep state accountable, because at every institutional level they are trying to stop this president, and all he's trying to do is make America great again. He said that in the Pensacola, Florida speech, that he called out Washington, D.C. specifically, that they want the good old boy network. He said what I have always told you, that the politicians that we send to D.C. that are supposedly experienced politicians, these people are actually selling us out to international interest, international business, international bureaucracies. I mean, literally, Trump said that we're nothing but a cash cow to the world. That's why I've always alluded to on this show that the people that we send to Washington allow the world to fleece our tax dollars. I mean, all we have to do is take a look at the Middle East spending that Donald Trump brought up in today's speech. $7 trillion we've spent in the Middle East. $7 trillion. And take a look at what the Middle East is now. Where did all that $7 trillion go? And like Donald Trump said in the Pensacola, Florida speech, that money, $7 trillion, for it, and we've destroyed the Middle East because of it. We could have rebuilt our country 3 times over with that $7 trillion that we spent in the Middle East. $7 trillion. That's why I'm telling you, folks, and I have always said this. Look back in the archive. I've always advocated renegotiating the trade deals. I've always advocated making a law in which it prevents these corporations from selling off their damn factories in the United States, going to China and abusing the slave labor in China and bringing back the goods to America and charging the same damn price, if not higher. I was advocating all this, and thank God Donald Trump, I don't know what got into Donald Trump. This man literally has sacrificed everything, his family, his life, his legacy, his fortune, to make America great again. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Take a look at what's going on in the stock market. Take a look at what's going on in the economic data. Take a look at what's going on in America in general. And that's why I've always stated that the president's biggest adversaries are those that like the status quo. And let me explain something to you here. What is the status quo? The status quo is what has been created post-Obama. Lest we forget that when Barack Obama took power, what did he do? He passed the Stimulus Package 2 bill. And what was the Stimulus Package 2 bill? Was nothing more than a cash giveaway to everyone who donated to the campaign contribution account of Barack Obama and the Democrats. And you see the biggest vocal critics of the president in Hollywood, in higher education, in the bureaucracy in Washington, D.C., all these places. The reason that they're so vocal is because they are loyal based upon the cash grab that they got in Stimulus Package 2. I strongly advise everybody to read all the itemized statement of how much money was given away during that Stimulus Package 2 cash grab. It was utterly ridiculous. Hollywood got a bailout. The pornographic industry got a bailout. The higher education industry got a bailout. GE, GM, they got a bailout. Wall Street, the banks, they got a bailout. Everybody got a bailout except for the American worker except for the average American person who played by the rules, went to work every day, came home, and then realized in 2009 that all the money that they potentially saved up in the savings account could potentially not be there the next morning because of this ridiculous, incompetent, and evil Washington, D.C. group that has put us in the precarious situations that we have seen within the past 15 to 20 years. And that's why Donald Trump coming out today and literally laying it all out on the line and telling us that we have to stay strong and we have to continue forward because there is an evil, sick element in Washington, D.C. that wants us, the American people, to be under their boot. They want to fleece our tax system. They want international bureaucracies to take our sovereignty. And Donald Trump highlighted that today. It's a great speech, folks. That's why we're up so late tonight doing this broadcast. It was a speech I needed to hear, and I'm still optimistic. And, folks, that's why I keep telling you, if you're a part of the Trump train, you have to be politically serious. You have to take these pieces of information that are coming out about Robert Mueller and his politically weaponized special counsel and all the corruption coming out of D.C. You've got to throw it in the faces of people so they can't deny it. You see, that's why you have these mainstream media organizations legitimately, blatantly now showing their fake news wares. I mean, the Brian, whatever his name was from ABC, that fake news. And then you had a retraction today from CNN, more fake news. And the reason they're putting out this fake news is because they're trying in a desperate attempt to rile their base to have some kind of enthusiasm. Do you remember when that ABC News fake news came out about Donald Trump or candidate Trump telling Flynn about, to meet with the Russians or something of that capacity? You remember that stupid, disgusting, old, single, pathetic leather bag named Joy Behar? She got the news and was like, yes, lock him up, yes. You see, that's what they're trying to inspire with that fake news. The left is about to be obliterated. They're about to be obliterated because they're corrupt, they're criminalistic, and to be honest with you, I think a good majority of them should be going to jail. Now, before we get into Robert Mueller and all the corruption with that, I do want to highlight one more emphasis of the speech of Trump today. Okay? After the tax cuts, because the tax cuts was a brilliant, it was something we definitely needed. I've been talking about it, that we needed this tax cut so that we could continue the Make America Great Again economic policy, and by God, we're going to feel it. It is going to be a whole new America. Much like Donald Trump said today, instead of having to work one job, you hate it, but you have to work it because there's no other jobs out here, it's going to be where you're going to have 4 or 5, 6, 7 different jobs to choose from. And you're going to choose the best one that's going to suit you and pay you the most. And what do we call that there, boys and girls? Economic opportunity. Economic opportunity, not handouts. And that's the basis of capitalism. If you want to be a capitalist, all you need to understand is that you want to go out and make your own play. You want to make your own path. You want to carve out your own destiny. You want economic opportunity. You want the opportunity to go out and make enough money possible to sustain whatever lifestyle that you wish. You understand? Economic opportunity, not handouts. And Donald Trump said, and I told you this day was coming, all you people during the Obama administration that were rubbing it in my face, that were saying, yeah, Ghost, keep paying your taxes. I got my food card, and I'm sitting here eating on your food card, and yeah, keep paying your taxes, dude. And rubbing it in my face back then during the True Capitalist radio days, during the Obama administration, I told all of you that this damn gravy train was going to come to an end. I told you. And by God, Donald Trump, the leader of the capitalist revolution on a worldwide scale, that's next on his agenda after the tax cuts, baby. Welfare reform. Welfare reform, baby. All right, all you people that have been collecting off the government dole and have been abusing the tax system, not only is your ass going to have to stop work, it's going to actually be going to over from. We're going to look at everybody who abused the system, and by God, we're going to take all the money that you took out of the tax-paying system out of your ass. You understand? We're going to take it out of your ass. So thank God Donald Trump is going right after welfare reform, because I'm telling you, man, just listen to the archive, folks. blogtalkradio.com/ghosts. Verbatim. Everything I've advocated, this man is putting into law. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, look, we don't have much time. I want to talk a little bit about the Robert Mueller Special Counsel and how this is nothing more than a political weaponized tool for the Democrats and the Clintons. Okay? We're learning all kinds of stuff pertaining to this old institutionalist good old boy network, which is comprised of the Robert Mueller Special Counsel, okay? Now, I don't know if you all saw yesterday, but the FBI director, Christopher Wray, testified in front of the House Judiciary Committee, okay? Now, Christopher Wray is the new FBI director that was appointed by Trump, but as you can tell by the testimony yesterday, once you put a bureaucrat in a position of leadership like that, instead of being an honest person and, coming forth with the actual corruption that comprises the FBI as an organization, this man, the FBI director, the new one, Christopher Wray, decided just to act like one of these James Comeys. I hate to say it. I don't know if you saw the testimony yesterday, but every time he was asked to produce documents, he always deferred to the fact that, or if he was asked a question that would directly implicate the FBI in some potential crime, he would defer to the Inspector General's investigation. The FBI director would say, I can't comment on that because there is an ongoing investigation by the Inspector General, and I don't want to jeopardize that ongoing investigation, so I don't think talking about that would be suitable at this time. And you know what's funny about that? Okay, great. The Inspector General is investigating the FBI. You know that the Inspector General has no prosecution power whatsoever? No prosecution power whatsoever. You know what it can do? It can find findings, give it to the FBI, and then the FBI is going to be left to be the one to implement the discipline. And that's what's really scary about all this, folks. What we're finding is this, okay? If you saw the testimony yesterday by the FBI director and the exchange between him and Representative out of Ohio, Jim Jordan, and props to Jim Jordan, man, this guy's starting to grow balls in the past cross-examinations that he's had in the several different committees that he belongs to. He grills Christopher Wray and basically surmises and asks Christopher Wray the following. He said, this guy, Peter Strzok, that we keep hearing about, this guy, Peter Strzok, he was the head, the guy who was texting Lisa Page, who was also an FBI agent, his mistress, texting anti-Trump messages and, texting pro-Hillary messages, and that's why he was kicked off of the Robert Mueller special investigation. That guy, Peter Strzok is supposed to be some hotshot FBI agent who's the head of counterintelligence. That's who this politically corrupt FBI agent is. Peter Strzok, head of counterintelligence. This is the same guy that got kicked off of the Robert Mueller Special Investigation Council because he was found to be politically corrupt. And instead of firing Peter Strzok, they decide to demote him into a desk job at the FBI. So Peter Strzok, there is no disciplinary action on what we all now know as the truth. The fact that this guy, he wrote the language in Jim Comey's statement relating to the Hillary Clinton email debacle. Yeah. Peter Strzok was the guy who rewrote the term gross negligence to careless and unsophisticated. And the reason he did that, folks, was because obviously he's pro-Clinton for some reason. And secondly, there is no statute or law that you can prosecute due to carelessness or unsophistication. And that's what Comey testified to in front of the Senate, or was it the Senate Judiciary Committee? It was one of those judiciary committees in which he testified that he could not prosecute Hillary Clinton because there has been no prosecutable case in which someone was prosecuted for carelessness and unsophistication. But there has been many people prosecuted for gross negligence, and Peter Strzok, this guy who's a part of the Robert Mueller Special Counsel on Russia Trump, the same guy who's this head of FBI counterintelligence, the same guy who was kicked out of the special counsel because he's pro-Clinton and anti-Trump. Well, folks, what Representative Jim Jordan asked Christopher Wray is if Peter Strzok was the guy who filed the warrant to wiretap the Trumps and his associates, and whether not only did Jim Jordan ask if Peter Strzok was the guy who filed the warrant with the FISA court, but he also asked the FBI director on whether or not that the Russian dossier was used as evidence at the FISA court to justify wiretapping Donald Trump and his associates. And you know what the FBI director said? That he couldn't answer that. That's what he said. He couldn't answer it. And Jim Jordan grilled him and said, look, all right, we know this, all right, are you willing to give us the actual application to the FISA court for the wiretapping? And you see the head of the FBI stonewalling the House Judiciary Committee and documents that they're requesting. And this is unprecedented, folks, because I want to be completely honest here. Hold on just for a second. I want to be completely honest. Who's going to prosecute guys that are the top brass of the FBI? I mean, no one's really asked that, because lest we forget, the director of the FBI answers to the Deputy Attorney General at the Department of Justice, who answers to the Attorney General at the Department of Justice. Okay? Now, the whole reason why we have this Robert Mueller Special Counsel on Russia Trump is because Jeff Sessions recused himself from this whole Russia investigation and basically created the whole Robert Mueller Special Counsel. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because the FBI has released emails stating that Jeff Sessions did not have to recuse himself from the Russia-Trump investigation because his meetings with the Russian ambassador was traditional and basically what you do when you're a politician commiserating amongst a bunch of foreign diplomats. So he did not have to recuse himself according to the new documentation that was released by the FBI itself. So why did Jeff Sessions appoint a special counsel and hence Robert Mueller and this politicized, weaponized special counsel? Why did Jeff Sessions do this? Because, folks, I personally believe that Jeff Sessions is a goddamn snake and he's an establishment Republican scumbag. And, in my personal opinion, had Jeff Sessions not recused himself, we would not even be here. We would not even be here. Now, Peter Strzok, right? the big hotshot FBI agent who, and look, the FBI director he didn't want to answer Jim Jordan. He did not want to answer Jim Jordan on whether or not Peter Strzok actually applied for the FISA warrant and utilized the Russian dossier that was paid for by the Democrats and Hillary Clinton, okay? So, I mean, this is how corrupt this crap is getting. Peter Strzok utilized the Russian dossier that was paid for by the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton. That dossier, that ridiculous, pathetic, a joke. It was a joke. They ripped off that whole peace story from 4chan, for Christ's sake. I'm not joking. They paid $12.5 million for that ridiculous Russian dossier, and that was paid for supposedly by the Democrats and Hillary Clinton. They haven't denied it. They've admitted it. They've admitted it. And that dossier was then turned over to Peter Strzok. Peter Strzok went to the FISA courts, which the FISA courts, F-I-S-A, that's the court, it's the secret court that the federal agents like the FBI and the DOJ go to so that they can grant a warrant, so that they can listen to your conversations, so they can tap your phone lines, so that they can have your goddamn, your houses tapped, that sort of thing. And what it's coming down to, folks, is that this Peter Strzok, not only was he the man that filed the FISA application, he utilized the dossier as means, as justification to wiretap Trump and his associates. This is so corrupt to holy hell. That means that the FBI, the top brass of the FBI, belongs in the pocket of the Democrats, or politically. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, the more and more information that comes out, it's like, what the hell's going on here? Did you hear about that Andrew Weissman, another idiot, a part of Robert Mueller's special counsel? There's an email of Andrew Weissman emailing that stupid Deputy Attorney General Andrea Yates. You remember Andrea Yates? She was the Skankosaurus who was the acting Attorney General before Jeff Sessions was sworn in, that refused to obey Trump's travel ban. Okay, that's Yates. All right, that's Sally Yates, whatever her old name is. All right, she was the acting Attorney General, and she defied Trump to defy his travel ban. Well, Andrew Weissman emails this Yates broad and tells her, bravo, that's great, championing her for basically defying Trump on his travel ban. I mean, you can't get any more biased than this. This was the special counsel here. And as a matter of fact, it came out today that Robert Mueller's right-hand man in the special counsel, like the guy he goes to as his right-hand man, this guy's name is Aaron Zebley. Aaron Zebley, Robert Mueller's right-hand man, the guy who is his right-hand man in the special counsel, defended Hillary Clinton's IT staffer, this guy named Justin Cooper. Folks, Justin Cooper was the guy who installed the illegal email server in Hillary Clinton's closet or bathroom or whatever the crap is. And yeah, you understand what I'm saying? This is Robert Mueller's right-hand man. He defended Hillary Clinton's IT staffer that put the illegal email server in her crapper. You can't make this crap up. That's what Donald Trump is talking about. This crap is evil. We got evil people in Washington, D.C., and we have to be cognizant of it, and we got to be aware of it. Because the problem is, folks, is that, okay, we find out that all these guys are corrupt. Robert Mueller, corrupt. This guy was the former head of the FBI. James Comey, corrupt. Former head of the FBI. Peter Strzok, corrupt. Head of FBI intelligence. I mean, these guys are all FBI top brass. Who's going to arrest these guys? These guys are the top brass of the top law enforcement agency in the country. You mean to tell me if underlings that looked up to these guys in the FBI, you think they're going to arrest these these higher brass. No, they're not going to do it, man. They're not going to do it. And who does the Department of Justice have to arrest these people? To arrest Peter Strzok? Peter Strzok, he's not even fired from the FBI. He got reassigned to a desk job. I mean, Robert Mueller is continuing on with this Russia-Trump investigation crap when it's nothing more than a politicized, weaponized tool for the Democrats. And that's why I'm telling you, folks, these people may be above the law. We may not be able to arrest these people because traditionally the Attorney General, the people at the Department of Justice, they'd send in the FBI to arrest these people. But who the hell are you going to send in when you've got the top brass of the FBI that are supposed to be arrested? This is very scary stuff, folks. I don't care what side of the political spectrum that you're in. I mean, these guys may be untouchable. I mean, who's going to arrest Strzok? Who's going to arrest Comey? Who's going to arrest Mueller? There is no other agency above the FBI that has the authority to go in and arrest these people. So this is very scary, folks, and that's why Donald Trump laid it out today. If you did not listen to the speech, by God, listen to it. He laid it out. There's an evil, sick element in Washington, D.C., and they're trying to stop Trump because he's trying to give the power back to the people. And these morons, these deep staters, these bureaucrats, they don't want to relinquish power. They'll do whatever it takes, and by God, just take a look at all the corruption that I'm telling you right now. All right, take a look at all the corruption right now. Something has to be done. These guys have to be arrested. And not to mention, this should not only take down the top brass of the FBI, and if you want my personal opinion, I think the FBI is so corrupt it should be dismantled as an organization. I mean, right now, folks, you have the House Intelligence Committee headed up by Representative David Nunes, who is trying to subpoena documents from the FBI related to the corruption that I'm talking about right now, and the FBI is refusing to give up those documents to the House Intelligence Committee. And the House Intelligence Committee is supposed to have more authority than the FBI, and the FBI is refusing to give documents to the House Intelligence Committee. Folks, the FBI is going rogue here. The FBI is going rogue. They're not obliging anybody, and we need to be cognizant of what's going on here. This is corruption to the maximum capacity. I mean, this is a rogue organization within our government that has been politicized to some capacity because they want the vested interest of whatever the status quo was pre-Trump to continue. So this is very scary stuff, folks. And look, if you want my opinion, and look, I hate to say this, man. I really hate to say this, but maybe we need to call up Blackwater. We need to call up Blackwater and have them arrest these people or something. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding around. I hate to say that, man, because the FBI is a corrupt organization, folks. I mean, you can't. I know that everybody in the House Judiciary Committee that was cross-examining and questioning the FBI Director Christopher Wray was trying to say that they had the utmost respect for the FBI and this and that. You can't have utmost respect for the FBI when the top brass and former directors are conducting themselves in this kind of capacity. We can't trust the FBI, and now these guys are above the law. We can't arrest these guys. And that's why I was telling you, going back to the testimony of the director yesterday, Christopher Wray, in front of the House Judiciary Committee, every time that he was supposed to answer a question, he would say, I can't answer that question because there's an ongoing investigation by the Inspector General, and we don't want to compromise the Inspector General's investigation. Folks, there's no prosecution powers. There's no prosecution powers with the Inspector General. All the Inspector General can do is fill out a report and say, hey, look, here it is right here. That's all. I mean, you have corruption in the FBI. Here's my report. That's all the Inspector General can do. It can't prosecute anybody. And then once the Inspector General makes its recommendations or gives the report, it's up to the FBI to discipline these assholes. And you think that the FBI is going to discipline these super agents and these directors? No, they're not going to do it, man. They're not going to do it. And look, I want to be completely honest with you. I thought that maybe the FBI or certain elements of it were trying to get certain pieces of information out to the public to basically show how corrupt things are. Do y'all remember during the election? But folks, I mean, we've seen now that time has gone by and revelations have been exposed. This is a corrupt, disgusting organization. And it should be completely dismantled. And us as Americans, we have to be cognizant of it. Just saying. Anyway, folks, I don't know how much more corruption I can put in one statement. I mean, this is all the Robert Mueller special counsel, all this garbage. And they're all somehow defending Clinton, all these assholes, all of them. I mean, Robert Mueller's right-hand man, the guy who's a part of his special counsel, Aaron Zebley, defended Hillary Clinton's IT staffer, Justin Cooper, the guy who installed the illegal email server in her bathroom. I mean, you can't make this up, man. And look, there's also a connection with Clinton and Comey. Comey's old law firm that he used to work for, the same law firm that Hillary Clinton uses. I mean, it's sick, man. I mean, it's just all a bunch of bureaucratic web of garbage. And I don't know what's going to happen. I think that we should all be very concerned. The FBI is a completely rogue organization at this point in time. It is not a defender of the American people. And if it was a defender of the American people, then they wouldn't be conducting themselves in this capacity. And I think that not only should the FBI be disbanded and these top brass be arrested, I think that certain elements of the Democratic Party need to be arrested as well. Because these people that are the top brass of the FBI are doing this in favor of the Democrats and Hillary Clinton, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, I hope that you all took all that in, because it's a lot of corruption and a lot of crap, but this is our government, and that's why those of us on the Trump train, we have to remain vigilant, and we have to remain strong, and we have to continue to put the truth, the real news out so everybody can hear it, so everybody can see it. That's why I ask everybody, please spread this link around. Go to those damn pothole, Silicon Valley-based oligarch social media websites. Post this link. You're getting the straight political dope right here, folks, okay? Anyway, I hope that you understand that Robert Mueller special counsel is a complete, weaponized political bunch of garbage. And the FBI is now a rogue organization, and somebody needs to do something. Because no one's going to arrest these people unless an outside third party does it. And that's why I'm saying maybe Trump needs to call in Blackwater and start rounding these people up, because this is blatant corruption. This is blatant corruption, and it stinks. Anyway, folks, speaking of the FBI, let's move on, all right? Did you know that Bernie Sanders' wife is still under FBI investigation? Yeah, y'all remember Bernie Sanders, right? Come on, y'all remember Bernie. Anyway, Bernie Sanders, his wife is under investigation from the FBI because she purposely gave fraudulent information on a bank application for a loan. And now that that loan that she got, pretty much, I don't know where it went, but according to reports, a lot of it went into the pocket of Mr. and Mrs. Sanders, and I don't know. I mean, that's what they're investigating. Okay. Anyway, she's being investigated for bank fraud, And it's getting so serious now that they may call in a grand jury. And if this is the case, then I think that's it for Bernie Sanders' wife and Bernie Sanders. Because lest we forget, folks, when you're a couple, I mean, you are one person. That's the whole reason of getting married. You're consolidating all your assets and your credit and what you are as a person into one. That's what marriage is. And I think old Bernie Sanders may be implicated in this crap. As a matter of fact, I think Bernie Sanders, I think he should be audited and taken down for the $250 million that he stole from all these stupid, dumb, idiot college kids who don't even have money to begin with and that are taking the money out from their college freaking loans and giving it to Bernie Sanders. $250 million. All right, he got from Feel the Burn idiots, all right? $250 million. Anyway, I mean, how much more money you need? You see, this is how communists and socialists and leftists, this is how they make their money. They steal it. They steal it. I mean, that's what communists do. Take a look at Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, believe it or not, is worth over $100 billion. I think he's worth over $150 billion. You know where he got that? He stole it! He stole it, for Christ's sake, man! That's what communists and socialists do! They're useless pieces of crap that steal! I mean, do you understand? You understand what Bernie Sanders did to you people? I mean, look, hey, I'm Bernie Sanders, and I want to remind each and every one of you, thank you for all the money that you donated to my campaign. It was over $250 million. I really appreciate that. I bought myself a third summer home now. I wrote a book now. And not to mention, Jane, or my wife, she got her money. We're putting it together. We're living like we always wanted to, like a capitalist. Even though we were failures at being it, we're now living like capitalists. And I want to thank each and every one of you for donating to my campaign. And I want to tell you that it's not over. You can continue to donate, and you can keep contributing by donating to my political action group, Our Revolution. Keep contributing. I need more money. All right? I'm Bernie Sanders here. You know Uncle Bernie. You love Uncle Bernie. What are you talking about? Do you feel the boing? Do you feel the boing? Well, why don't you come on over here? Come on over here and take your underwears off. All right? Yeah, that's right. Don't worry about the pants tent. Don't worry about the pants tent and keep contributing. That's right. Oh, yeah. Come over here. Take your underwears off. Come over here. Sit on my apple. Come over here and sit on my... Come over here. Sit on Uncle Bernie's apple. Huh? You feel the boing? You feel that boing? Yeah, you feel the boing? Yeah, you like Uncle Bernie, you like Uncle Bernie. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep contributing. Yeah, don't worry about it. Keep contributing. Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. No, don't touch me. All right then. Oh yeah, you sat on my apple. Hey, do you feel the boing? Hey, all right. Now what I want you to do is I want you to clean yourself up and don't tell anybody I told you to take your underwears off and keep contributing. That's what he did! That's what he did to all you Bernie Sanders idiots! And I hope that it burns you right in the goddamn ass! And now you got his wife. You got his wife over here ripping off banks, all right, putting fraudulent information on bank loans, And now there's going to be a grand jury, and, you know, I hope that grand jury opens up everything, man. I hope they not only go in the finances of Sanders' wife, I hope they go into Sanders, man. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. What a fraud. What a piece of socialist trash. What a prostate-infected, four-eyed, shekel-grubbing piece of garbage. Give me a break. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I want to talk a little bit about this Daniel Shaver situation. Are y'all familiar with this case? Folks, I had gabbed about this earlier today. This is a case about a young man out of Mesa, Arizona, in which he unfortunately got murdered by a police officer, and it was caught on the police officer's camera that's, I guess, on his helmet or on his person somewhere. And what it shows, folks, I mean, it's one of the most disgusting, most unbelievable pieces of violent footage I've ever seen. It's this cop that literally is just barking out ridiculous commands for these people to do, and the kid is trying to do whatever it is that this officer wants. He's a 26-year-old kid, and he's trying to do whatever this officer wants in the footage, and he's literally sobbing, he's crying, he's begging for his life, and it's as if the cop was purposely trying to bark commands at him for him not to obey to give him a reason to shoot him. And it's really sad and really graphic, folks. Take a look at my Gab. I posted this earlier, and the post says that, hey, Black Lives Matter. This is police brutality. Because that right there, my friends, is police brutality, for Christ's sake, man. There was no reason for this officer, Philip Mitch Brailsford, all right, Philip Mitch Brailsford was the officer that was barking these ridiculous commands at this young man, Daniel Shaver, and you can look on the footage, folks, at it, and believe it or not, this cop, Philip Mitch Brailsford, was acquitted for this kid's murder. And you see, folks, this is police brutality. If you take a look at that footage, that is police brutality. I mean, are these NFL players going to wear Daniel Shaver socks, or, you know, they're going to put Daniel Shaver's name on their helmets? Is Black Lives Matter going to go out there and cause a ruckus in Mesa, Arizona for this police brutality? You can hear about this kid in the mainstream media. You understand? Not even in the mainstream media. Opinion, folks. I mean, where's all the uproar about this poor kid? 26 years old, gets shot by a cop as hell. And this cop, Philip Mitch Brailsford, gets acquitted. I mean, this is horrible, folks. This goes back to what I was just discussing about the FBI and it being corrupt. If we have these institutions in which they're supposed to serve and protect us, and yet they're so corrupt that they could potentially kill us, then why are we allowing them to continue to conduct themselves in the capacity with the authority that they have? Why are we allowing them to do this? I mean, folks, this was one of the most horrific things I've seen in a long time. And if you want to compare it to some of the black police shootings, I want to tell you the biggest difference, okay? With the exception of the guy who got strangled on a sidewalk, that black guy that got strangled on a sidewalk for selling single cigarettes, that was pretty messed up as well. But most other confrontations, police confrontations with these African-American or black suspects that have been shot, haven't you noticed that they just don't comply at all? And they get very loud, and they don't want to hold their hands up, and for whatever reason they purposely like go to their pocket or something. I mean, I'm not saying that it's justified whatsoever, but there could have been some kind of protocol in some of these shootings that these NFL players are kneeling down for, and Black Lives Matter are rioting black neighborhoods and burning black businesses for. This kid, Daniel Shaver, did everything, man. I mean, he was on the floor, he was crying, he was sobbing, he was begging for his life. Even he knew that this cop wanted to kill him for some reason. Even he knew that this cop wanted to shoot him. And what this cop was telling this kid was unbelievable. So there's a double standard, isn't there? Where's all the uproar for Daniel Shaver, man? This is a legitimate police brutality case. And yet I don't hear jack. Why? Because he ain't black. Right? He ain't black. It's not sexy enough. It's not going to rile up a section of the society that's going to force them to go out and burn their own businesses and burn down and ravage their own neighborhoods. Yeah, give me a break. Don't forget this kid's name, Daniel Shaver, because this is horrible. This is unbelievably horrible, and something needs to be done about this. I mean, this cop being acquitted for this murder is just, it's an injustice. It's an unbelievable injustice. Gets off scot-free shooting a kid while he's on the goddamn ground trying to obey your BS commands. Unreal. Unfreaking real, man. Anyway, folks, I was going to talk about Mideast and how they're pissed off because Trump recognizes Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. And did you hear the Palestinians? I mean, look, I'm only going to make a small comment. We're running out of time. But, man, this just proves that the Palestinians, with all due respect, are a bunch of crap. I mean, did you hear what they said? Abbas, the guy who's the head of Palestine. How long has that guy been the head of Palestine, mind you? I mean, get this guy out of here. I mean, there's supposed to be some kind of element of voting in Palestine. Anyway, Palestine said that the U.S. is no longer the custodian for peace for this issue. You are no longer the custodian of peace for this issue. The custodian of peace for this issue? That's exactly what every representative of Palestine has said, that the United States is no longer the custodian of peace for this issue. Well, then great, we're not. Who cares? Every time we put the Israelis and the Palestinians at the goddamn negotiating table, these sons of bitches on the Palestinian side always say no. They always say no. I mean, the last time that they would have had a deal when that one Israeli Prime Minister Barak, yeah, believe me, they had a Mahmoud Barak, I believe is his name. When that Prime Minister met with Yasser Arafat at Camp David with Bill Clinton, they refused. The Palestinians refused to go back to the 1967 border, for Christ's sake, man. The pre-1967 border. They refused that. So, I mean, we've taken these people, all right, to the negotiating table 1,000 times, and they just refuse. They just refuse to do a deal. So, yeah, we're no longer the custodians for peace. Great. Middle East is triggered. Who gives a crap, all right? Now, I want to talk about Brexit really fast because this Theresa May was a piece of trash. She's trying to take credit for striking this so-called soft Brexit deal in the wee hours of negotiating. And let me just give you a rundown of what the hell this really means, because it doesn't really mean jack crap. All right? She's trying to pat herself on the back for striking a deal because it supposedly was deadlocked between the EU and the UK. Right? A woman leader. Women leaders, right? This is what a woman leader negotiated for the UK, quote, soft Brexit, okay? The UK has to pay the EU 39 billion, I believe it's pounds sterling, 39 billion pounds sterling, which means the UK will still have to pay into the EU budget until 2020, Okay, oh yeah, that's great, that's fresh. All right? And they have to negotiate a new trade deal with the EU. And if the UK cannot negotiate a new trade deal with the EU, then the UK will maintain a full alignment single market and the customs unit of the EU. And not to mention, this means that there's going to be a soft border along Ireland. This is what this whole deadlock was about Ireland. A soft border, recognizing UK expats and EU within Ireland or some kind of crap like that. And say, though, is that if there is a full alignment deal because there's a lack of a EU-UK trade deal, prohibit trade deals with other countries for the UK. That's what this whole damn agreement is about, this full alignment deal. The devil's in the details, man. And these bureaucrats, they know a lot about paperwork. They know a lot about splitting hairs. I mean, this is ridiculous. And not to mention, man, I mean, I just think this is horrible. I mean, you know, Theresa May, you're a piece of crap, all right? But this is what you get with party politics, the party politics of parliamentary systems. And that's why those of us in the United States, even though we have a corrupt swamp in Washington, D.C., this government is still made for the people and by the people. And the proof is in the election of Donald Trump. The system had to crack and allow Donald Trump to be president. They could not pull the wool over our eyes and rig it for Hillary Clinton. They knew it. There was many of us in unison. We went out, we voted. They could not rig the election, so it cracked. Unfortunately, now you've got every institution trying to take down Trump at every capacity. But still, just imagine if you're over there in the UK and you voted Brexit, and it looks like you ain't getting out of Brexit. You ain't gonna, I mean, you think that you're really going to get out? I mean, if you can't come up with a trade deal, a legitimate trade deal with the EU, you're stuck there in the damn single market and their customs units. I mean, you're still paying into the EU budget till 2020. I mean, what kind of goddamn deal is this? It's ridiculous! Anyway, I don't have much time. China shoots down spy drone from India. Remember, these guys were supposed to be hugging and kissing. They were supposed to be all best friends after the BRICS summit. And then all of a sudden you got India sending spy drones over there to China. I mean, this just goes to show you, China's a paper tiger, folks. They're not as big and bad as they try to saber rattle, you know? And I wonder what China's reaction is going to be to this, even though they were supposed to be all hugging and kissing after the BRICS summit. And remember, prior to the BRICS summit, India and China were on a war footing over the disputed territory of Bhutan. And, I mean, I'm not joking. I mean, read about it. Prior to the BRICS summit, I mean, they were on a war footing over the disputed area of Bhutan. And after the BRICS summit, they were supposed to be hugging and kissing, and here you got India sending a spy drone over to China. They shoot it down. Very interesting. Very interesting what we have here. Let me go ahead and talk a little bit about more millennials. Look, more than a quarter of millennials would replace a human lover with a robot. Yeah. More than a quarter of millennials would replace a human lover with a robot. That's how pathetic we're getting out here in sociality, in the social landscape of this country. Huh? Yeah. More than a quarter of millennials would replace human lovers with a droid, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ. All right, I'm not talking anymore about that. That right there, it speaks for itself. And finally, people have been bitching at me because I haven't said anything about the California fires. Well, I'm going to say something about the California fires, okay? I thought California was such an autonomous piece of shit. I thought that there was Cal Exit. I thought that California was going to recognize the Paris Accord, undermining the president. I thought that California was this independent country. Now all of a sudden, you want our sympathy? I'm sorry, California, you're not getting one
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Again. Of course you realize Ruski win World War II. Medikinskis do is take island vacation. Only reason you fight in World War II at all is because Japanese bomb popular tourist destination. Even if you hadn't entered war, Ruski would have won against real enemy all by himself. Sure,
you know what? Shut up, you stupid Ruski. What are you talking about? I mean, the Nazis, when they invaded Stalingrad, were kicking the crap out of you Ruskis. And the only reason that the people didn't fall under the occupation of the Nazis is because the Nazis were worse than Stalin. All right, it was worse than Stalin, you stupid piece of crap. And secondly, let's be honest, all right? Had we not come in, you Ruskies, you'd be speaking German right now. I mean, why don't you read about when Stalingrad was invaded by the Germans? Stalingrad was invaded by the Germans. Where was Stalin? Stalin was in a room locked up for about a week as the Nazis moved in and took over Stalingrad and crying like a pussy. I mean, the reason we know this is because his guards attested to this. So, you know what, Ruski? Take your goddamn cockeyed vodka drinking ass and go shove a potato up your shit funnel, all right? Stupid moron. Anonymous Radiol Graffiti. What the hell's going on? Are y'all having a slumber party?
I need to get a gun. Shut up and listen. I need to get a gun.
Oh, man, dude, I can hear the fucking autism in that piece of trash voice, for Christ's sake, man. Anonymous Radiol Graffiti.
And then all I'm saying is that, you know, this guy who calls himself Ghost, what he really needs to start doing is going back to working at Walmart.
You know what? I'm not even going to let you finish because you sound like you popped out of the anal passage of Richard Simmons. All right? God damn, what the hell's going on with all these fruit bowls that are calling up, for Christ's sake, man? You playing butt darts? Sick of these fruit bowls. Who else do we got? Anonymous Radiol Graffiti. Oh, that's great. How about 847 Radiol Graffiti?
There you go. It's me, Aaron Bronco again. So, did you see that news story the other day about that brony who got arrested for pedophilia?
Well, it doesn't surprise me one bit, and not to mention, I can't even understand you, for Christ's sake, man. Can you people, like, start practicing to, you know, get these little speech impediments that you have and start moving your tongue around? You know what I mean? So you know how to spoken, for Christ's sake, man. 717 Radiol Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. It's Nick. Yeah,
well, you know what? Why don't you shove that snake up your shit phone, you sick idiot who actually has snakes as a man, obviously going to be a lonely man for a long time. Chicks don't like snakes, all right? Hey, here's my pet snake. She's out of. You're going to drop her drawers in the same room? Stupid, dumb, idiot, dork, man. 352 Radiol Graffiti. Samsung Radiol Graffiti. That's Roy Moore. Hey, engineer. Go on, Wood. Yeah, shut up, you Samsung asshole, all right? Real funny. Yeah, you're real cute, for Christ's sake. I've heard your voice, too, there, seriously, Samsung. You sound like this.
Hi, I'm seriously Samsung, and I want to see your toolbox. I'm seriously Samsung, and I want to see your toolbox, dude.
Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, you hear me, buddy?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Great. Is that all you got to say? Oh, come on, we gotta call you back, man. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I mean, and you hear that autism, he laughed. He's accomplishing something. God, man, the lack of personality is just disgusting. Why do you guys do that? Why don't you all want to answer? Come on. Come on. God. He took his phone off the hook. Oh. Jesus Christ. Man. What kind of baller Friday is this? 352 Radiol Graffiti.
Merry Christmas, Ghost. I brought you a running stocking stuffer. Ho, ho, ho.
What the hell is that supposed to mean, man? These are major fails, for Christ's sake. Radiol Graffiti calls make me want to go get a drink. Are you kidding me? What the hell's your guys' problem, for Christ's sake, man? Too much phallic fluffing from where I'm standing there, boy. God damn it. How about anonymous Radiol Graffiti? In the house. You need to get in the kitchen and make your man something to eat.
Oh, come on, Gordon. Don't you want to rev up your Harley? Vroom, vroom.
My wife drinks my damn beer. Give me my phone.
But Gordon, I don't understand.
Shut up, you. I would whoop you like they was your daddy. I've been whooping my wife's Asperger ass. Bring it.
Was that? What the hell was that?
You piece of crap, what the hell was that? What the hell was that, you piece of crap?
Don't you dare. You understand? Don't you even dare. God damn. Give me the mic. Man, what is this, Autism Central? For fuck's sake, 352 Radiol Graffiti. I want to say, first and foremost, cheers to the real fans of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. Cheers to you all. You're the reason why I keep doing this broadcast. But shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Dumbass!
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I've got tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who listen to me throughout the world. Don't you even go there, you piece of crap. Give me that. Give me the mic. Even go there. I got I got hundreds of thousands of people who listen to me. Anonymous Radiol Graffiti. We got Scarlet Moon and Willie Atkins Radiol Graffiti.
I was working at the con late one night when my eyes beheld an awkward sight. For a brony in the corner, a cowboy, stood and pulled out his plushie toy. He did the brony claw.
The brony claw.
It caused my jaw to drop.
He did the claw.
I say, Ghost needs to stop.
He did the claw.
He did the brony claw from my vantage point at the side of a con to the tail-white skeleton who was plopping on. His grip did loosen, his wrist became lax, as Ghost stood there starting to climax.
He did the claw.
He did the brony claw.
The brony claw.
It caused my jaw.
Get this brony cancer.
Cancer crap out of here, man! I'm sick of you stupid horse cloppers, man! Why don't all you stupid dumb autists go shove a horse head up your ass? Go shove a damn horse head up your ass!
more. Give me the mic. Give me a goddamn break. I mean, this is bronies? Are you kidding me? Beatings for bronies. That's all I got to say, all right? Beatings for bronies. 808 Radio Graffiti.
Yo, Ghost, Capitalist here, man.
Hey, what's up?
Going fine. Just firstly, a couple days ago, you actually made a comment that Obama should come back to Hawaii. I just want to make a small rebuttal and said, no! Hell no!
He needs to go back to Hawaii. He needs to go back there and be the homo he used to be or something. That's what he needs to do. How about 954 Radio Graffiti?
Fruitball Radio. Fruitball Radio. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. The glutton of glory hole. Give him equal marriage rights or give him death.
I can take more than one man at a time.
Broadcasting from the Midnight Cowboy in fabulous downtown Austin, Texas.
Go ahead and put on some fruitball music there, engineer.
And now he'll take you from here. The fruit who fits the bear and bareback. The man they call Ghost.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, you people are fruiting up this broadcast so much, it's smelling like butt crack in here. I mean, it smells like disgusting butt crack, like a used up freaking carnival urinal, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, this is really, really bad. Well, this is. I'm glad. You know what? I now know never to broadcast at this time ever again. Because this is the kind of garbage, and not to mention on a Friday, I mean, I have to remember, obviously, a good majority of these people that are calling up are obviously no social life having, playing with their own wee-wee to cartoon type of pieces of garbage. So, yeah, I get what's going on here. I get it. 305 Radio Graffiti.
I'm Bernie Sanders, and I want to remind each and every one of you that
Mafia punch confusing owl. Life of Mafia is good.
What the hell was that? 717 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, we must have got disconnected, but I was going to tell you, you should invest in snake venom. I mean, fucking a spittle out.
Oh, this stupid idiot. Can you shut up? You want to know why you're calling up and you continuously talk about your snake? Because no one's playing with your snake, you stupid dork. All right? I mean, you get that, right? You notice that no one cares about you and your stupid snake memes, all right? They're stupid, all right? Shove them up your autist ass, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you, man, I'm sick. I mean, this is so cringy. I literally want to drink now just because of this cringe. I mean, I'm not even joking. I'm not even kidding, for heaven's sake. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
So it's just like they'll all rotate a certain way, and then they'll just travel up a certain distance, and they'll just un-rotate back.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, jeez. I mean, you're. Wait a minute. You're listening to me. You're on the phone, and you're on voice chat. You stupid loser. Wow. I mean, you know what? This is like cringe so hard. This is horrible. This is bad. This is really, really bad. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. Seriously. You should all be ashamed of your dumb, ridiculous, lack of personality, inarticulate, autistic Asperger selves. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
My name is...
And you see, that's all you got right there. That's all you got. And believe it or not, there's some guy that actually believes that he's a character, like he's really Cleveland, like, hey guys, I'm here, and I'm going to get on the show today, and I'm going to play that stupid song. This is the autism and Asperger garbage I'm talking about, man. You understand? Why do people like this even need to live? I don't get it. I don't get it. 435 Radio Graffiti.
I'm not racist, alright? God damn it. Me, guards.
Why the fuck you lying?
Hey, look, shut up! I didn't mean to say that! Shut up! 518 Radio Graffiti. We got 8 equal. Here's another one. Ghost is autistic. I ain't autistic, you piece of crap. Are you kidding me? I ain't autistic. Hell no.
And if I saw your face, if I saw your goddamn... It's supposed to be my Thanksgiving show, man. Think about me. Think about a couple of shots. Screw you, man. Not on Thanksgiving. Not on Thanksgiving. Shut the fuck up. Jesus. Not on Thanksgiving, man. God damn it. I'm tired. I'm tired of you, man. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you, man. Look at what you... I'm not blaming you. Look at what you done. You come on here. Look at what you done to the truth, man. This is my Thanksgiving show, man. This is my Thanksgiving...
Look, first of all, I'm not autistic, and secondly, stop splicing me like a goddamn cartoon, you son of a bitch! Stop splicing me like a goddamn cartoon, you piece of crap! Jesus Christ! I'm not autistic! No! No! Give me the mic! I'm not freaking autistic. Are you kidding me? Hell no. Don't be trying to use no reverse psychology on me, you stupid tards. You understand? That crap ain't working. That crap ain't working. Jesus Christ, man. You people are pissing me off, man. 352 Radio Graffiti. 8 equal. Radio Graffiti. I hope Braden Snake birds.
What? Ghost? What's on to you, mate? I'm going to the frack.
Shut your stupid, stinking, smelly salmon hole!
No, please stop.
Look, man, shut up, man! Shut up! Man, just leave Raiden Snake alone, man! I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell you so, just leave Raiden Snake alone! Just leave him alone! You see, what you just heard right there, that's autism! Just leave him alone! Give me the mic. Just leave him alone, you stupid trolls. Good God, man. 352 Radio Graffiti.
Well, I think that Putin, frankly, is somebody I'd actually get along with. I get a lot of heat for that, I say that, but I actually think I'd get along. You know, I had a big event in Moscow about 2 years ago. I think I'd actually have a very good relationship with Putin. It's ridiculous what's happening. He hates Obama, cannot stand him, and I think Obama probably can't stand him either. But the relationships that we have all throughout the world, not only with Russia, but with everybody, is terrible. You know, the amazing thing, China can't stand us. He is really very much of a leader. I mean, you can say, oh, isn't that a terrible thing? I mean, the man has very strong control over a country. Now, it's a very different system.
Shut up! Shut up! That's a splice, you stupid ass. Shut up! Just shut your mouth! Jesus Christ, you pieces of garbage, man! You all are pieces of garbage! 647 Radio Goddamn Graffiti. God damn it, boat. You! Brad, moving your retarded. Brad, moving your retarded. Brad, moving your game music. Shove your hospital up my asshole. I said shove your hospital up my asshole. I said shove your hospital up my asshole. Game music. Son of a bitch, Bob. You son of a bitch and your stupid remixing. Yeah, you're making me sick. That's it, man. Stick a fork in me. I'm done with this damn Baller Friday show, man. I'm done with this crap. Screw you trolls and screw you assholes that don't appreciate all my commentary, who don't appreciate the millions and millions of
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And we are done. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, let me just say some things quickly because, of course, like I say, first and foremost, I'm in a McDonald's using the Wi-Fi. If you didn't catch up early, you guys can hear it in the background. Yes, I am relaying stream from it because, of course, my house internet is down completely for pretty much the entire day. So, of course, I had to refuge here for pretty much just the night. And yes, they were very nice and kind enough. And I'm going to tell you guys a very, very sweet story that I've actually encountered here in a bit. But first, thanks, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you endured this lag buffering stream all night, you guys made it, guys. Thank you for tuning, because of course, I had thoughts of not streaming, but then I took hard dedication and just went to the local McDonald's, local Mickey D's. It was not too far before Radiol Graffiti starts, but luckily it went back right when it hits the Radiol Graffiti mark. And yeah, you kind of had that hiccups there, but it did handle the rest well. So of course, I guess you could say it's a successful relay stream on a different location where I don't really used to go anyways. I mean, like, really. Thanks, Twilly. Thanks, Jenda. Thanks, everybody, for the appreciation for tonight. I do hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Yes, it was delayed because, of course, of the Trump rally speech that happened an hour before it originally would have started. But, of course, that Trump speech was awesome. I can't talk too much about it since, I don't want to be here in this McDonald's for too long because I'm very tired. It's about to be 12 midnight here, so I'm gonna give some shout outs. If you guys want to shout out, just all you do just be participant in the chat rooms. I am going to give some shout outs here. I'm still gonna give some shout outs. I think I can give some shout outs on the SciTube. Well, actually, let me give some shout outs here for the SciTube peeps, because since last time I did SciTube, or last time was YouTube, so I'm gonna do SciTube. Hold on, give me a sec. And of course, get me out. Boy. Let me log out. Log out. Come on, just log me out. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. It ain't easy when you do streams like these, guys. Like I got like 2 things here I must do. And hopefully I'll get the shout out for the give me a sec. Can we do it again? Nope. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, like I say, it's kind of tough when you do these streams here. Or this is the one I want. Why does it keep saying keep for duplicate? I don't want it for duplicates. There it goes. Now I can just refresh this one more time. There it goes. Now I got it done. Got this one. There it goes. Alright, for shout outs, I'm going to give some shout outs on the SciTube. But first things first, let me give some shout outs on the people who are new subscribers who just recently subscribed during the TZR hour, and also anybody who donated will also receive a shout out. So it's 2 of a kind for anybody who's new subscriber. If you subscribed and a new subscriber, I'm going to give you a shout out here. Let me see who do we have for the new subscribers. So we got just let's see, who do we have? We have 1 new subscriber. I want to thank Damien Oso for subscribing. So thank you, mate, and no donations. So we move on for SciTube shoutouts. Once again, SciTube shoutouts, be present on the chat room. If you guys are over the YouTube channel, be patient. I will give you a shout out here after the SciTubes. It's going on to Tencent, Capitalist, 8 Equal, Bob Tom, Brownie Drumming, Chief Sombrero, Jedi, 3006, Dr. Bristol, Edgar, Flyer, Jenda Sawyer, Night Purple Pony, Quidditch the Pony, RND Pawnee, Twilly Atkins, Drongo, Meowth Rocket, Notice Me Trump Senpai, Pregophile, Roy on the Short Bus, Sir Pickles, Space Ghost, and Typical of Me. Also another shout out to Haruka Takashi. So shout outs to y'all. And if I missed your name in the YouTube chats, well, thank you guys. Shout outs to everybody who listened in during this broadcast. Hope you guys are re-listening this, of course. So thanks, guys. Now let's move on to the YouTube chat. So YouTube chat peeps, just all you do, just be spamming at just spam the chat room so you'll be in the participants. Otherwise, you won't be present. Oh, Taku joined in. Cool. Flyers here too. What's going on to Alex? Balzac T. Bulger. What's going on to Bananarang, Baron of Anarchy, Broad, Team Fable, Cleveland Brown, Fluttermark 2020, Midnight Smiles, Mr. Sideswipe Prime, Power Metal Squid Kid. What's going on to Rick Hoover, Scout Dash, the Canadian Spartan. What's going on to Canadian Spartan? And Extent. Somebody came in just now. Mel Peacock. Yeah, Mel Peacock. So, there you go. It's Faba. $26 because just came in. It's going on $26. Somebody else came in too. Oh crap. Baron of Anarchy. I already said their name. There it goes, second time. Alright, I think that's everybody else. So let me just get in your YouTube chats or in the YouTube chat room. Shout outs to y'all, man. Thank you for watching the relay stream. Even I've been live streaming right here at the McDonald's, man. I mean, give credits where it's due. But then again, like I say, my internet will be back tomorrow. But I won't give you details of why my internet went down. It just went completely. Had to call my ISP, and they just don't know what's going on. So we're gonna send a tech tomorrow, and hopefully everything will be fixed. So it should be good once we hit Monday. All right, guys. Let me say something very quick to you guys before I end the stream here. So, guys, while I was streaming in the the relay show right here on this McDonald's, let me tell you this story because this really happened. There is this one Asian dude who pretty much came and asked me if I was doing fine, and I say yeah. And this Asian dude, for whatever reason, he was very nice enough to give me a cup of Coke, like Coca-Cola. He gave me let's say a cup of drink. So he gave me that, and I was like, and I say thank you. I mean, like, that's the first thing I ever saw was some random dude giving me something. I mean, especially at McDonald's. But this, I'm completely honest, guys. This really happened while I was doing the show today. So yeah, after he gave me the drink, he pretty much was talking to me. He shared a story with me. He shared this story to me that of course the McDonald's the employees at this McDonald's, which is pretty much my very close locally McDonald's where I live, very close by. This dude has been pretty much coming into McDonald's, and he's a very nice guy and all. These employees really just appreciate this guy, and they offered him like free stuff, like free food. Like he gave him like a small, like pretty much like a small small cup of ice cream and a small burger, and also a drink. So of course that's kind of cool to them. And of course one of the employees also gave them like $2 of tips. I'm like, really? $2 tips? And yeah, he's been coming in every night. So I'm like, wow, man, that's actually pretty nice. But then of course he also told me a story that was kind of effed up, and I was kind of like shocked about it. He told me that, of course, the other day, which is, he told me, was it yesterday? Was it? No, he only told me the other day. Other day, he rode a bike here because he rides on a bike, and he comes here daily. So one day he came in with a bike, and then somebody just legitimately just stole his bike, like straight up stole this poor dude's bike. And what happened next is something that kind of touched me, and I'm pretty much just I'm just can't believe this, but this dude, the employees in this in this McDonald's saw that this guy's bike got stolen. So one of the employees of this McDonald's just straight up bought him a new bike, like a full replacement, brand new bike, and that is like, really? And yes, guys, this is true. This is really what he straight up told me. The employees of this McDonald's just bought him a new bike, and that's just like the purest, nicest story that I've ever been told randomly. And this was completely random, and I'm shocked. I'm very shocked, and I'm like, wow. It's just it's unbelievable how people with kindness just pretty much take into consideration of this guy. And this guy also told me he lives alone. He's pretty much a lonely child. His parents his mother and father passed away. He is on his own. I mean, like, this dude is pretty much living on his own. And straight up, he's pretty much. And this is the one thing that actually pretty much also shocked me. When he came, at night, this dude, straight up, he's not an employee of this McDonald's, but this dude helps this McDonald's and their employees, and the McDonald's employees pretty much just like, they know this guy, and they take very chill for him, for him helping out, just cleaning and straight up just legitimately just like him being a part of the McDonald's employee. And I'm like, right, if this guy is an employee, why is he helping out? I mean, like, he just pretty much he just loves it. He just loves to help out. He just pretty much a very straight up nice guy. I'm like, wow, man. He just pretty much just he's just helping these and McDonald's employees pretty much do their cleaning outside of the lobby, and also offer him like a free drink and free stuff out of it. I mean, like, man, this is pretty much like the most touched up story I've ever listened to. And it's the reason why I love Texas, man. I mean, like, they look one in another, and no matter what happens, I mean, you be still been taken care of. I mean, like, though, straight up, not all Texas, but the Texas people, but most of all, they have kind-hearteds. And of course, somebody needs a help, they'll lend a hand, and that's just pretty nice. But yeah, man, I'm like, that's the true legit story that just happened to me during the broadcast when I was streaming to you guys. I mean, like, I'm straight up touched that I've really ever witnessed this. Out of all that I have there, this is my first time using McDonald's Wi-Fi, and not only that, I'm a McDonald's because, of course, yeah, my internet's off. So this one night, just random happens, just me just minding my own business, and this just one dude just comes up, offer me a free drink, and telling me his stories, and how his life is, and we had a good conversation, and then here and there. So nice dude, and yeah, I'm like, all I have to say to him is, hey, man, the world is tough out there. So don't give up what you do. Just pretty much just hustle it up, make some profits. You just also tell him about capitalize himself. Just invest something. save your money. Don't spend as much when you give the tips. Like, I would recommend just well, he doesn't know about crypto or anything, but I did tell him, hey, look, just save your money, and trust me, if you pretty much save this like every day, you probably will get something. But you know, it's a day in McDonald's. Just a day in McDonald's. This is just so gnarly right here. Anyways, it's about to be midnight here. So yeah, that's the story I want to share to you guys. I mean, like, this is an unbelievable thing, just randomly happened out of nowhere. Just pretty much just something that I'm gonna be forever remembered. Forever will never forget. But yeah, man, it's just it's a really rare occasion that ever happened. Hey, Lexus Dryer, didn't see you, man. So anyways, guys, so yeah, that's all I have to say. I mean, like, this weekend I'm gonna be doing some other stuff. I was gonna play a movie night tonight, but due to the internet being lost, I'm still here at McDonald's, and of course I'm feeling gonna need some sleep. So there's not gonna be a movie night. I'm gonna push until next Friday, so it's gonna be a double feature double feature film of Star Wars. Was it Star Wars? The Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi. Yeah, we have those two coming next week for the double plate, and then of course the week after that is the Kylo Ren arc. So not like the new one just came out in theaters that week, just a different one. So we're gonna so we're still continuing Star Wars month. Even tonight, there's no movie night. So consider that don't stick around, be in theater if you want to, but of course I'll be putting that as another link. So yeah, Tectonic Plague, yes. The Force Awakens sucks. Yeah, really. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll have to go out to watch it and see how that is. Alright, guys. Yes, Lyra's best pony. Just saying. I don't know why she's best, but of course, it's just pretty much everybody's a loser. I like her, but what's so special about her? I don't know. Pretty much just she's Lyra. Yeah. Alright, guys. It's already 10:50 here, so I'm about to want to close this out. If you guys want to say any questions, go ahead and ask questions, guys. This is the hour. Like, I'll take 5 minutes for questions. Go ahead and say something. I mean, like, if you want to say something, go ahead. Because of course, like I said, I'm not gonna be at this McDonald's for too much. They're not taking me out or anything. Pretty much just 24/7 McDonald's. But I don't want to stick around around here and just be that one guy. And I don't know how long the internet will be sticking around. If not, then of course I'll just end the stream right here. Everything will be still archived. I mean, like, you'll notice the dropouts during the replay of the broadcast. No doubt about like the dropouts happened during the second hour, I believe. Well, for first and a half hour, and then of course the Radiol Graffiti segment of the second dropout. I'm doing Fight Night per Pony, or I'm actually right now, like I said, I'm very tired. I am kind of bummed out. My internet's been completely down. I already called a technician to come over tomorrow, so of course I'll fix that issue. But yeah, I mean, like, it's unfortunate that it happened. So hopefully everything goes pretty good. I'm just hoping. What do I think about Boris? Boris, continue. I want to say to Boris is he be more genuine, funny. For right now, he you're starting to actually kind of a liking for me, but you gotta need to actually step up your game a bit more, and act a bit more Russian. But be more Russian. Say some puns for Russians, like just be just pretty much just be Russian. Let's just say that. But Boris, yes, I'm kind of getting a liking for him, just to improvise and be a bit more genuine onto that character and put more Russian into it. How long to Radiol Graffiti? Radiol Graffiti had already ended, Kaliman MX. You missed it by half an hour ago. But yeah, man, like you guys, I recommend everybody just to pretty much be genuine and make voices out of that character. Make a new character and make that feel alive. I mean, you will, if you make that character genuine, you will without a doubt actually go on and live, being part of the True Capitalist Radio. I mean, like the Radiol Graffiti, people will know that character's name. People will know who that are. You'll actually be you'll be immortalized as that character. So this is pretty much what I like about Radiol Graffiti. It's just pretty much have characters come out original, or you can also make up from some different character from another show, whatever you can find it. Try to be that character, make something out of it, and make a name of it, and you will also be pretty much immortalized if the TCR community will like it. So I would recommend it for anybody. It's always that I've always liked is less on the splices, more on the voices, because that's where it is. That's where it should be. You can also make it. That's how you control ghosts more genuine than just being just tearing up splices and cutting in and out. Gets old sometimes. All right. It's already about to be 6 minutes until midnight, and of course I'm still at this McDonald's, and yes, I am alone in this little corner. And then I bet these McDonald's employees are wondering why the hell I'm still here over 3 hours. Well, you don't tell me, because of course it's my business, and yes, can't distract with somebody who's doing their business. I mean, if I'm doing business here, then I'm doing business. My flip notes. My little flip notes. Yes. Yes. Do people really spend time thinking of how to troll Ghost? Yes, that's true. People do spend time to troll Ghost. Try to get a cancel wave out of him, or try to actually, give him more rage just to trigger that. But the true fact, guys, the only way to truly rage Ghost is be genuine to yourself, and make something original, and talk about something like today's politics, or today, or any of the modern days. Even the past kind of works, but we don't want to go all the way like back into 2008 to 2011 territories. We don't want that, because it's already been done. It needs to go over. We already live in like a new era for the TCR. Just pretty much make something original. Make life worth it, because this is the last run for True Capitalist Radio anyways. So make the best of it. Typical of me. Typical. Jesus. That's hilarious. Let's make something about. It's Blog Talk link dead. No, the Blog Talk's link's not dead. Pretty much just trying to save it up, and then it should be immortalized there. You'll see it. Sometimes Gab's, or not Gab, the Blog Talk website just doesn't get it up fully until I finish the stream, of course. Then it goes up. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. I got nothing else to say. First of all, guys, thank you all for listening in, enduring this pretty much, somewhat lag, but of course, like I said, I'm on the McDonald's Wi-Fi and using it. I want to say, make sure to actually follow me on my Twitter account at the Royal Network, or you can also follow me on my Gab account at BN_King. Also, make sure to follow Politics Ghost with Ghost's true Gab website. You can also subscribe to my channel on the YouTubes, as I do TCR broadcasts every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. And yes, if anything happens, just make sure to go check on my Twitters or my Gab, or check on Ghost Gab account. If anything if like a special show happens, like like this week what's this week? Yeah, we had 2 shows this week, so make sure to follow us. So, and also you can also bookmark on the SciTube chat as well, because of course in the SciTubes I do the relay streams there, but being embedded, so of course a different chat room. So that's why you got YouTube chat and the SciTube chat. I'm glad everybody liked the black YouTube chat, because of course it has a night feature for it. If you guys like it, I may put it on the future streams, because people like it. I like it too. It's pretty cool, pretty badass too. And yeah, I got really nothing pretty much to say anything. Just pretty much make sure to all follow all the links I said down in the descriptions. If you're in YouTube, descriptions are below. Yeah, SciTube, they're above. They're all the links. Just click on them. We also have the Discord link there as well. Hopefully it works, which it should, because of course it should. What's your opinion on the Amazon drop shipping? No, I've never heard of it, so I really have no comment. SciTube has dancing ponies. Checkmate YouTube. Yes, because SciTube chat has a lot of features. You can also post pics and also do lots of cool stuff. YouTube is just pretty much just used for being on YouTube's and using the chat. Also super donation, which is pretty cool. Do I at least order something? Yeah, I order some apple pie. Good old apple pie. Just love apple pie. Okay. Alright guys, well it's about 12 o'clock here. I need to get going. Again guys, thank you all for listening, and thank you for watching. I'm gonna stop the stream, and I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully if I get back home the internet's back up. If not, then tomorrow hopefully it gets fixed. So yes guys, thanks to you all for coming out. Thanks to you all for staying tuned for another True Capitalist Radio broadcast. I'll sure to be returning Monday at home this time for the next TCR broadcast. If not, then I'll see you guys on the next TCR broadcast. So good night to everybody. Thank you all for watching, listening in, and make sure to once again subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, because I do TCR shows every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And also follow my follow my Twitter or Gab. Once again, descriptions. You get informed everything, and you know everything. Oh, and one last thing. This is also a true story. Make sure to get on crypto, because it's not too late. If I didn't tell everybody, because I was told this in the YouTube chat, Litecoin last night, I got in about $98, and about 4 Litecoins on that night. And today when Ghost covered it, Litecoin, my friends, is now 133 up. So $133. That tells you that if you put money into that, your money will go up, and you'll see it go up. And by God, when it goes up, there's just no stopping. This is a digital currency revolution we're seeing. And I do best tell everybody to invest in crypto. What coins should you invest? Well, obviously 42 is one of them, because of course if you put $100, you'll see at one point it can go up to 1,000, maybe 10,000 if you keep putting it, even 100,000. So 42 coin is one of them. Second one I do recommend is getting into Litecoin. Obviously, I like this coin because of course it goes up as well. Same thing with Dash. I'm also in Dash. Get on Dash as well. So 42, Litecoin, and Dash coin. What other coins? I think those are the only 3 coins I majorly invest in, and it's working because of course I'm making money. I'm making money, guys, like legit money. I'm just spending more than more from my banks, but of course it's worth it. You'll see one day that whatever you invested on, you'll see it go high. Once it does, you'll see yourself much richer than you were ever when listening to this. So it's not too late, guys. Get into crypto. Doesn't matter how much you want to put it on it. I do say just put whatever money onto it and hoard it, because long term, guys, it's king. Yes, long term is king. And yes, Coach has been saying this over and over, but it's true. I've been holding it since April. I didn't have that much, but now I'm actually pretty much well over than I highly anticipated. So yes, mining contracts. You can get a mining contract as Genesis Mining, but they already sold out for the big ones. The Mineral, I believe, is still in, but just get that contract, and then of course you can also just hash power switch to a different coin like Dash or Litecoin. You can do that. Yeah, you can do that. So yeah, just it's not so they get to get a mining contract. You get 2 years of it, and then of course you get you get a lot of good mining out of it. Oh yeah, I forgot about Zcash. Zcash, get on that as well too. That's actually pretty good coin to invest. A lot of altcoins, but I can't say which ones to. Just pretty much invest what you would like to invest. I mean, the coins are going up because all thanks to the Bitcoin market to pretty much people pouring money into it, and Bitcoin being more recognizable. When that coin, pretty much everyone's going to drop that thing and move into altcoins. Just see an increase of it. You'll see increases on the alts. Just wait. You have to wait maybe until around 2018. You see it high. You go up, go all the way up, and you'll see a very good profit. Invest right here in the next. It's happening right. A few months more. You'll see it go even higher. Well, with that said, guys, it's already midnight. It's already past 5 minutes after midnight. I'm tired. I'm gonna go home now. But we do want to thank McDonald's. This local McDonald's where I'm in for pretty much putting me on, just having me around and. Pretty cool and chill with me around here, even though I'm mostly been listening into my headphones and they don't hear me or anybody hears me because I'm just sitting myself. I want to thank McDonald's for using their Wi-Fi, and also want to thank everybody once again for listening and tuning in for another broadcast. Once again, this Monday I'll be back. This time I'm using my house Wi-Fi, so of course you won't get any of this type of lag anymore. So thank you, and you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. So. Good night, everybody. Good night to all. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Keep hustling. Have a good weekend. And yeah, so just be cool to yourselves, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. So have a good night, guys. Thank you all for watching. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. See you guys next time. Bye, guys. Adios. Bye. Adios. 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 Oh, by the way, we're in BN Theater. We're gonna play some things there. So post show BN Theater. If you want to guys want to say so. Good night, guys. Good night, everybody. Good night, Ron Livingstone. Good night, Baby Bum. To Boots Main. What's going on? Good night, Chara. Good night. It's a Friendly Bear? Oh, Friendly Bear with a P. Friendly Bear. Good night, Randy Marsh. Good night, Night Purple. Good night, Span Rain. Good night, whoever is still in the chat room. So good night to everybody. Good night, Deadeye 3006. Good night, Lyra. Good night, Jenda. Good night. Good night. Adios. Hasta mañana. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, Flyer. Good night. Good night. Hasta mañana, everybody. This is BN King, signing off.